Ale fonsaje de. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Muna Darboe sanka baluo. Ale fonsaje. Mbe Useni Darboe julalema. Ale fonsaje. Juloka man la maje. Ale fonsaje. Ni aja man la maje. Ale fonsaje. Suluo simbene da. Ale fonsaje. Useni masata. Alale amansandi ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai enu mukunda da bodima ale ponsai alale bate jola ale ponsai masole bate jola ale ponsai aye gambia bondi bata kono ale ponsai maje molu bele sewota Alabe nyinkelaye ale bonsai manso be nyinkelaye ale bonsai Usen botanyani dobo ale bonsai dobo gaye Usen ale bonsai anata kombo tumami ale bonsai Londo nata kulli ale bonsai okaye lo adabo ale bonsai ayadogu oge gambia Kaye Mandela ale ponsai mayinduru kema ale ponsai alafo salida bokema ale ponsai alale bate joda ale ponsai jilansi sedima ale ponsai kanja mane dimma ale ponsai sali suare dimma ale ponsai jari jalo dimma ale ponsai jari fulo dimma si se di male ale ponsai munani tata mailitu ale ponsai munante ni kumbole mude ale ponsai juguna ale fonsaje de ale fonsaje ale fonsaje ale fonsaje muna Darboe sanka baluo ale fonsaje mbe Useni Darboe julalema Juloka man la maje ale ponsai ni aja man la maje ale ponsai suluo simbene da ale ponsai Useni masata ale ponsai alale amansandi ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai enu mukunda da bodima alale bate jola ale ponsai masole bate jola ale ponsai aye gambia bondi bata kono ale ponsai maje molu bele sewota
Ya assalamu alaikum bari ngolo mbal kontona jirpe na banta bal platform to be Arabalongo September to Tango, the 10th of September 2025, exactly 20:48 p.m. right now in the United Kingdom, 7:48 p.m. in the Gambia, and it's 9:48 p.m. in Germany and in France and other parts of Europe. Bal Tempula back and Bal Jail and Bal Bismillah, the three networks, UDP Online Mentabala, Facebook, YouTube, and in TikTok. Mavla, welcome on board to another edition of Current Affairs Show. Maybe Facebook, maybe along the way we'll have some internet stoppage in the broadcast, but we'll try to reconnect. But if you want stable, continuous broadcast of this without any interference, please join our TikTok. I've got some issues with our streaming on Facebook through the computer. So we will try to do our utmost to have a stable connection, but along the way you may have glitches here and there. So, but if you want to watch it without any hindrance, please, if you have a TikTok page, tune in to UDP Online Bantabala TikTok. That one you're guaranteed to have stability. Malcolm Tonabake platform auto, current affairs show, be Arabalungo. the duala alamani program fanan dunda kono bismillahir rahmanir rahim mafunda kono alhamdulillah rabbil alamin melbe TikTok bal dalel also video also live news share tap the screen because it's good so that Facebook can recognize this show as a good one, and then we can have good rating. Melbe Facebook, please share the video so they can go viral. YouTube fanambal de la bake. Me duala Kairola Bangokan, me duala Kairola United Democratic Party, me duala Alama Alay Sandumul Kilimoti, me duana Nyaton Collier, Secretary General and the party leader, who is now officially elected as the flag bearer of United Democratic Party for 2026, H.E Darboe. Congratulations to him, duly elected in a transparent process due to the elections. Mealongo went to the primaries between 3 candidates. So the Dualana Deputy Party Leader Ajarati Mariama Bisek, National President of UDP, Ajarati Yamda Geyawo, who she presided over the primaries in her capacity as the National President of UDP. The entire executive, the selection committee, Mealongo, H.E Darboe, they did an amazing job. Okay, I'm back on TikTok. So if it stops again, then all right. On a special day for United Democratic Party. But Mina Manekala later on, the party leader la Diamo Plela, I remember for just when he was duly elected as a flag bearer for United Democratic Party United 2026. He spoke to the media and I yamarol fanan DJ. I'll just allow some people to come in before we play that audio. But before we play, let me just give you a rundown of activities. France chapter bill of fundraising we can on the 13th in September some people in Europe will be heading to Paris. Some people have already started going to Paris today. Some people will tomorrow some people will be traveling. Friday some people will be traveling. The big day is on His Excellency H.E Darboe and delegation should be heading to Europe, inshallah, starting with Sweden to go to delegation. They should be heading to Sweden, then Italy, and the rest of Spain, Austria, Germany, and then they should be last stop here in the United Kingdom. So new fundraising all member thing, all geared towards helping the party. So France will be the first stop for the fundraiser. So France will may congratulate la. Bela chairman Anila executive Anila Alpha congratulate la. So this is going to be the first stop for the fundraiser in Paris. From Paris, the next stop should be I think it's Italy. I get confused. I think it's Italy. And then Sweden definitely on the 27th. Then on the 4th of October, that's Vienna, Austria. 11th is in Spain. On the 18th in Birmingham, UK chapter Menagala Kela, and the tickets are on sale. It has already diluted the fundraiser. Most people on TikTok spend all the time talking about this flag bearer. Italy is on the 28th, yeah. So, but now the flag bearer issue is done and dusted with. I think we should focus on in promoting. Mele along with TikTok, Alina fundraiser promote. Mole ticket all sang. Dollar UK and the ticket is £45 now, and at the door is £50. But Dolma also be shut France also be shut because Dolbe Gala lekala Gala Namira Nyomin Golda Maleve Asobidu Nakana Gala to Gala Mobuka Asobidu. So wala nantol ma asobike. So Nindula do mantra Gala cake and Tolgamantal Damal Gala Dinakela. So we will be having this important event on the 18th of October. Party leader trip to Europe, I can say is confirmed now, but I'm not sure. I don't know whether they will make it to Paris. I don't know. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they will. But inshallah, definitely they will be in Sweden. Okay. So I don't know the itinerary, but I know they will be heading to Europe. That one I can tell you for sure. So it will be good. Hopefully they can make it to Paris. And that will be nice for the France World chapter. So these fundraisers are important. Okay, number party leader audio player. Then I will also start the show trying to advise the UDP family. And then we can go to the national issues. They're very, very important to us. Mboka Elomado wasi sose. Mine denen am I fundraisers is commencé France this weekend. The France event will be covered live. Inshallah, we'll cover it live on UDP Online Bantaba. And Sweden also, inshallah. And these fundraisers. So fundraisers with Lomado wafi affaire flag bi arabi hulu bi ngiri ngaro bi wax bu bari bi wax bo xamni amuton in the first place didn't have happen. You don't hulu tay war nañu rus because hulu was waste of time, because I believe that UDP has a process, and that's why some of us decided to keep quiet, because it was absolute foolishness to fight over something that has got process in place. So UDP would elect its flag bearer, and we have done it in a very diligent manner. So what was the point all the nonsensical fighting on social media? So democracy prevailed in UDP today. We are the only party that has done this publicly, to go through a robust process to elect a flag bearer. through democratic principles. And I don't think anybody is going to say UDP, our process was this. So UDP is the only party in Gambia that has done this. No other party has done it so far. I understand PDIS also will be doing their Congress to elect their flag bearer because their system is different from ours. They elect their party leader at a Congress, but we only elect they elect their flag bearer at a Congress rather, but we elect our party leader and the executive at Congress, but we don't do that at Congress. That is done through selection committee. For the first time, this was brought forward. Normally this happens around April. This should have been taken place around April, but the selection committee, because of all the noise, they brought this forward so that we can just do it, be done and dusted with this noise and all this wear and tear. And thankfully today, I think this is the thing of the past. Now our goal should be unite as one UDP family just by the photo of H.E Darboe in the center, Alhaji Amadou Sane on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, Lawyer Bori Toure. They all shook hands, one love, one family. And this is what UDP is all about. So we shouldn't burn bridges. We should build bridges. So I think that is it. So, ngalale alla ticket also nekeda France, Mojama, Mela Frutala, or Sweden, or Italy. Obviously, it's practically impossible to attend all these events. But if you can select things, Lamin Danzo, thank you. Our treasurer has said UDP tickets, please call him on that number on the screen, 0793 9920 Advance ticket is 45 and table of 8 is 360. So Mosei, ale 360 pounds Joe, Bundato 50 lom, wala nalbe tableau sana Bundato abekala 400 for table of 8. Mosei le nyanta sila tableau ka. All funds geared towards supporting United Democratic Party 2026. No, so it's time. I play party leader Diamo Emenke when he was elected today after the primaries. I tried to record this. I think it should be clear enough for you to listen.
Before the 2016 exactly, but then you're formally. You talk on your corporate. You all again, you call a caram, adu lafta ko la katel fondikol mali alo kam ko tele social media kare alna kulu na manya na kuma gonto alin ka karam wal kajafi mo kana mo ne nandro mankati nandro make harwo mo kende ko mo kende ko nandro na man fe na nandro la ko fendila fa ka femeti je adu tinyaro na mala fola ni 2027 mo be bidal da daro damano ikana ko ibera ke fati ay tadla social media to wala ka ko kamma ni na ko flasi la nyadro ita haji le nyadro la nyako
okay mbadingolo wala kata statement oti me alanko his excellence Alhaji H.E Darboe ya dibri e carte fa bi aning Amadou Sane temani lawyer Bori Touré ka lawyer Bori Touré fanan congratulate ani Amadou Sane for the boldness and the determination. They also wanted to be the flag bearer, which was perfect. Wala tinna mbe yamoro dani la UDP nkoli kotenke alinga ke democrat solti. Hey, democracy, you either have to be a Democrat or a non-Democrat. There is no in between. Salam ya Israme, na Deputy Treasurer, UK chapter, me kondon. Democrats, ite kala Democrat oti, yafo ite democracy, the tenets of democracy ite accept. Gambia non nak, mo jama manke Democrat. Ya jame dama manke dictator ti de. Hanin dol fongol opposition or dictator be faring kono tep. Talk is cheap. Mole dictatorship muta drone ti kakido sika kamolu sorong. Kamolu o manke dictator. Dictatorship la definition goes beyond that. Democracy be nyame momola la finna fengo ya respecta kan. Momola nyanto ya bunya kan. Momo kon tela vita kare la o manya na kala sonkati. Bi kat mo seyol me katro fay Bori Touré. Ila fla Bori le tambi fla biara yala. Mo fulo me kat mo fulo Amadou Sane 2 votes me solo. Me ya fire wo fana la fita wala. 65 votes mele adi Alhaji H.E Darboe wol fana lafta Alhaji H.E Darboe tammi wol fana nyande bunya la wokanne bare nte ko ndebe Alhaji H.E Darboe o ndebe borile ni nyin don ka be janne na tumi na kongol be la kan ite mari manke democratoti. However justification you can write, you're not a Democrat. And in Gambia na problem of damning. Many of us are not Democrats. We are dictators in our own rights. But nimena dictatorial tendencies all kela ngakele subconsciously. You cannot insult, castigate somebody through a desire to be flag bearer. But it's a learning curve for us. Malala H.E Darboe adiam ta ko ñunu men fona ya ñini ifane hamole soto pour que Gambia fali. But UDP manke cultism today. UDP manke cult group today. But dolbije in their myopic minds, they think UDP mo cult grouplet. And this is why Sehu Sedili ndeni mo jama man kambeng. Ninga manya doje wala ngam fan distance from a lot of people. The left esitano Sehu Sedili munafi quality. Because Gambia the easiest word, the most abused word, well you are hypocrite. So what time from Bugande Jahale because it has been used, abused. Now the word itself has no meaning because anything, too much of everything, any word imita use la a word from Bukana Fasoto. So who is bothered now to be called a hypocrite in this social media? I don't think anybody is. Certainly I don't. I'm not bothered. Because any small thing, imunafi quality. For Gambia and Gambia Bekatanafi quality. Because people don't want to be Democrats. What happened today is exemplary. So what was the need of the fight? We know we have a selection committee. And the selection committee is anybody in UDP you can apply if you fulfill the criteria. So even if you believe that somebody wanted to have a flag, the first thing the ugly thing that happened was the nonsense on social media. I don't want to repeat that. We all know what happened. But that one, I blame wholly and squarely the national executive for not taking the bull by its horn to sack or expel certain people. I will keep repeating that. Because I'm not telling you. Being problem of the Gambian government blame because they are not responsible. The buck stops at the government. So, no problem with UDP. The buck stops at who? Let's answer the question. Yes, I'm going to ask a question. The problem with UDP. The buck stops at who? Is the national executive neck. That's it. So that was a colossal failure. But moving on, we need greater civic education. Ika Gambian knowledge jam from well opinion I come far. Yes, the buck stops at the executive. Thank you, guys. We have to be truthful. In the dispensation of Gambia, I think I'm going to fall out with a lot of people. And I don't care. Because I'll speak the truth. If you hate me for speaking the truth, because everybody, ika tonya sabanela side. Most Gambians have got inherent biases in them. But in little bit more dollar bias for la, ika nyine for bias lale. Tonya temandiade. Tonya. Fokol. Yaje tonya fola ba from aka data formal. Tonya formal la fi ka dati mo dola de. Wala na metaphor banta bala told me I'll witness. How many times did I use the word self-inquest? Now for many times. You have to do self-inquest. Self-inquest olong ya dati formula. Ye bulo chodi formula. Ye la weakness is also. Denisina modoya. But the Gambia moneka ke problem ti. Gambia no tarata ka bulo chodi modola. Ate he or she is perfect. Lolo nakala mona nyiwe. Nakala mona possible. In this debacle nyimeta konateng. Dol ko karelo unity. Kare la fi ñene lafta coup d'état kela kare lafta fenkela jam ñu lay patriotina ñu lo sulu saji mati e lafta UDP use selen damolti another nonsense that I hear mba folale nonsense lom mba folale ni men kamfata come and insult me yalong patio we cannot eat our cake and have it. Gambia we cannot eat our cake and have it. All right. So, munam problemoti. Ntolko la fida mole kafi UDP. Namara every day nganyinefo. That's why we have membership cards. That's why we issue membership. Even 3 days ago, I issued UK chapter. We issued a lot of membership cards. I'm talking to our Assistant Secretary Ramatolai. People come, I want to have a membership card because when I always get happy when I see people asking for membership cards, and it's £20. It's money coming to the chapter number 2. Its membership is growing. Right? So being in more join the 2025. It take one other UDP like a UDP ke salen down the palace. But where does it stay in the UDP Constitution Code? Ni nata 2025 later flabi aranyina no. Moya tandina. Where does it stay in UDP Constitution? Because it joined 10 years back. Not only the rules say you have to be a standing member of UDP for minimum of 10 years before you can apply this. Then, but it says today you can join UDP and even want to be Secretary General Party leader. But then you can go more like UDP, you selling down. I was a victim of that. They not a Canada Palace, you know. Ning anu jama nyinka ke karanale ti molmen karanta ni join the party kono iko inata palace you know. So are you not scaring, are you not driving away people who hamne they are karantale ilataka join UDP but ni nyi kuma sifal me ba folo he madon kanata UDP because ni dare je ba folo nata palace you know. We need to change our attitudes. Wala na party le yamoro aya fole ko tenke but it's going to fall on deaf ears. Today he said it. Malkan nendi roke online. He said it today in his victory speech. But how many times did he repeat it? But they wouldn't listen. Even tonight or tomorrow, you will see people on TikTok insulting in the name of supporting. This is the saddest thing. Since Langela comment jale, okay. Man jukala program on lamoy, but na program dole lamoy bi meli ala yonki ba call out kam. And a member of the team diamtale nana disagreement o tandi wo comment lale ko wo comment o manke respecti ana tara ma intent pour que mol funke bot ndolla ado to anu hanin tade la platform to mafla ni comment si fa ni ya use mol ka tale ko jutuna yalom yes amanya na fola nyanta ka mol la nyanto respect ite man lafi alaaj H.E Darboe ke fla biarati womi la right leti bari dol fran laf tele mo right nte this is what I've been saying wala nanko Gambian olu ndenga nyen dictatorial tendency sotol in us aben tolu kono le hani UDP abige yes you remember UDP fana abe kono because it is your choice alaaj H.E Darboe malafa ke fla biarati yes you have a right to say that hanata manke UDP ngoti you can say that is how here nte da madama UDP manjana H.E Darboe kala flabiarati. That is perfect with me. Ndese Hussein, I have no problem with that. Okay? Bari woman jere ya mari neng. Woman jere ya fo mari ko ite alal da biti alal fenkete. Ni ko moye da biti. Ite bo la 14 so ko for 14 fay. Hana taro mari man la fi 14 fay le. And some of these people may along gonga I'm a living witness that 2021 they supported UDP against Barrow. The family supported, they didn't want Barrow to win. The family only cut off UDP because they wanted UDP to win. So ninga disagreement osoto. Wala nanko kacha yaje pamodo bonya nane post dola safe. Fudo seko akomona na mol kata social media kan ndiroke. Akante jahal. Mona na mol be siolo nenna. Ike nyati len siola sio. Ika sio neng. Akante jahali baki. Nde Gambia ngambera ntolu la democracy maybe another 30 years time or 40 years time ndola democracy be machola. You understand? Ibrahim Kamara, if you want to know who insulted who, go and do your investigation. I'm not here to tell you. Ndemangela, you cannot ask me or want to know. Go and do your own investigation because you're on social media. So today is a great day for UDP. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to build the bridges because there is a lot of damage. Damage kenale ni momo ka for damage manke. Internally self-inflicted. Emma Zainab Ghanem because someone insulted her and she was so mad. Why should she be insulted? You live in a selection committee, you live in an executive. And they have been very professional. They did things in a diligent way. Even Molko consulted. Look, I like H.E Darboe Afro consultation. Don't look at consultation on Manyanakala. How is that democracy? But they went to consultation. What did the result bring? 90-something% of your male consult across Gambia say they prefer H.E Darboe. Inata, ye command pour consensus yeke ya bula parti de la ñing candidate flor ko hani bori ko hani oncle Amadou ko hani bari jumale nen social media mo me castigate social media de because il a ñantolom iko hani iko be da carte fort but loi e olefo loi ko ningal man son consensus just like Nteni Musa Jammeh UK chapter. Some people were negotiating even without executive putting that consensus. But man consensus. Joy goes well called ngata katefeol. Nakatefeol. For mokili ida Musa lega gagné la no onte nga gagné. But binte gagné tan Nteni Musa bile fo on diata kununti. I know some people in UK chapter who didn't support me. But bile Nteni wol diata kununti. Mona nantebe kamfala mo kama because amala finga ka chairman. Wotonte mangal leader. But in Yisiata Gambia, Ikaja Gambia for Yamo ko carry mantle support, a carry support, yeda kundu. Hey, until we have a problem. Bindanga model me along Nika Kacha. But it bring the election ole man laughing at the be ndeni model do ko a lot of respect so the whole openly na forum to ngaje ko ye musale endorse. But it be ndeni wolu bile fo na do ko fo be. You know democracy wala nanko Gambia. Until we have a long way to go. Until democracy, until majority of us are not Democrats, and I'm a fighting hand United Democratic Party. Itemu UDP. Iteko United Democratic Party, itemu Democrat. What you are in the wrong group. Well, nanko United Democracy internal democracy mobe. Ngo ni momo kabe flabiara nyina manjere ngiri ngaro la hala tara mariye muneke. Abula jerek. Process let's have faith in the process. I have faith in the leadership of UDP. Are they perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. Itemenka suffer okay. Are you perfect? Certainly you are not. Hadamari you bought suffering. But we talk as if we are perfect. Ndol membe ni suffer la jan tolu ndol ka mol castigate kon tolu form problem so. Wala na laju H.E Darboe, I pity his position because he will be coming here every time advising on these insults because it's not going to stop. Look at H.E Darboe. Ndani Musa today, we have an excellent working relationship, but we went to elections. They will see Musa as an enemy. Well, Musa Jame, American praise. Musa went to the mayoral election in Gambia and in Talib. The Talib matter. But be Musa in Talib, be the diata because Musa is a Democrat. Musa Jame more Democrat already. Because he matter the Talib ta and I tell the Talib saba UDP. But I'll nama Musa la kafoko Talib natala UDP as excellence as some people say. Ha ni mole na ka UDP as excellence ndam. Modol be UDP wolka mole bay patio kono because of your stupid rhetoric. Ni monata patio kono ite wo mari level ko anata UDP excellence ndam. Ika mari bayle. Ite you're not helping the party. But you never fare na United Democratic Party. Ni action latin na election kam batandi. Nani action nani Facebook rhetoric 2021 aketale afela de kala kotenke ni diamte bulete fongole ye neng ni mbamba mas diamte bamba mas neng ni sehu seli diamte ko sehu seli bu nafikolete hey manda ala yade bari jama bakante ko man nafikola wallahi intel daji ko bati atalti sinya keme yalo ko ba iko samale ka bajol bal ni stadiol ke bunkiling tuba du fana me wala nyam bari UDP alinga democracy no cho nyimmenketa thing is exemplary bini UDP wulita namananta primaries party leader has never gone to primaries akaka automatic fla biralet but that cannot continue because molbe evolve kande the world is moving times molka move nga mol may ka ko ñu sifana wananke UDP mëna nambe party leader challenge la fla biara yalla which is utter nonsense. UDP cannot be stagnant. UDP has to transform. UDP has to evolve for the first time. And the Walakata Diaspora the UK chapter to lenga start them follow kan yo saba election la namananke dian diaspora because you idalta menna aliya daga ha karnin kalite ke chairman to woman ke democracy wala nango UDP we have to be democratic. Ha, but in the UK for the election, some people raise alarm bells. Oh no, I'll can a party problem. But until we show the example, imagine attack a gas chapter. La lotara election or la winter. Nyanta nyine encourage la pour mol kan nyo challenge. Imagine sign UDP executive from Akuma seta Karafa Sonko wol tata ye nyo saba munela campaign manager. Sign party primary party la kera. The world is moving. Yeneka ke dunia kono. Yeneka development samana. But in tatafla stagnant ning kundi ngotora ndolko kumembe keka kabri 1996 nyine Africa from batandi. Africans don't like to change. We want to remain. Ha nyine dalta kelajang, nyine ka kejang. Wala nana African leaders all. Nimmen sita they get complacent. They don't want to move. Wala nanko not topic of today. How many of us are Democrats? Not many. Gamena la fena le bulo ko sai. Itelo mo kendoti. Wala nango bi mo jamabe malal and now we are calling for unity. You know the funny thing is we are calling for unity but already bi fitu no be keri wala ne ko. Ngamo na ke balal. Ikoni fitu no be keri. Kuma kama tenteng. Kuma kama dobi ji niya fo molie ibe molu kamfandilale kuma kam do jeni afonte ni de jumala ben ndiro la ko Seku stop insulting. Who is that? Kalilu Fati, which Seku is insulting? Can you tell me? Because Mela comment to understand. I want to give you the decorum for you to explain yourself. Because Seku said in the book and Mala be Seku Jumala. For Seku do insult can platform. So as our institutions have to develop, we have to evolve. Imagine for the first time, Flabiara ship to election. Okay, how did I insult? Who did I insult? Tell me. Kalilu, you. Who did I insult and in which way? Let me know, because I'm going to deal with this account. But the benefit of the doubt, Dila Marila. You, how did I insult? And what did I say? Tell me. Okay, so African Olu, man democratic, because we want to do it. Just like Jamela APRC, no more yate oppose drone. You momo yate oppose you are a problem. Alinga democratic nurture. Sa imaje kuma kamol fota sa iko alga kekelindi. Abe kolayalal as a possible node. But jama be kala dalati so no more free na to get abe kolayala ni kuma dimindingo fo moy. Na yaje fo makki jolo ke fara. Wala ni ko kidu ate kam dal kumo kam dal ko kidi keso. Wala na let's be responsible janim make word soul for that. Because he came mirror the aftermath. And sometimes we say things after an apology. The apology is good. But it's already the damage is done. What you said to those who insult tribe on kalilite bam angale kawmo sonte damkola male kamone e kamone fo yalo nimbe sometimes Morgan legend they want to be idiotic, and by the way idiot man can end. Then I'm generalizing those people who are causing problem on social media. This is a general advice on both sides of the aisle. I'm just not picking, but we have one idiot here who thinks that I'm only addressing one side. But I cannot help people who cannot understand. It's important that Nimolde Diamo and Kamola Diamo understand. I'm talking about the lack of democratic culture in the party. Because just like Nimolde Nate, a party leader is not a winnable candidate. How meet your opinion? But you have to respect people who also said to hook or hack, I want party leader to be. I was talking to somebody privately today. Ngaigo. Yalondol Africa, Gambia Mona problem. We are dictators. Okay? Iteko, people should not support Alhaji Ousainou. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe has got people. Believe more Alhaji Ousainou Darboe. But equally, there are people also who are saying we should change. Momo, you are entitled to your opinion. Ndalolo dafa jar pour ñu xulo di sagante dulo man Cheikh Ousainou ama jot bobu. Now the process has reached its climax. Party leader is duly elected by landslide. He won landslide because the margin is big. He got 65. The next person to him body got 8. That's the difference. 57 that was it was a landslide victory. Bari ndeka di amena alinga ke democrat sulti sama kama ni modo wulta akola ta flabier alinga mari bula brit afane nyantole soto alinga bula biri Amadou Sané ya nyini mol believe teleko Amadou Sané econo maybe game long Amadou Sané ni party leader they are so close but ni game long you think they will go to elections? No, amanga game he really wanted. Because Nick game Lombrida the consensus billing na Amadou be drop la Boria drop. But they said Bria command negotiation or Kebale command iko non tabula la ni alngata ka refer. So that means Amadou Sané genuinely wanted to become Flabiara and Bori Touré won. And it is their right. Il a nyantolom. But Jumale Bulata kanyunu doya. Hani mole manyana disrespect la pati ko naka lafta Flabiara kola. So bini mo wulta ako secretary general party leader of UDP me party leader challenge la for ronda leba ama ronde atota delegation le bulu mo do se wula Alhaji Ousainou Darboe challenge Alhaji Ousainou Darboe win ko tanki That's democracy. Let's nurture democracy. Well, na UDP online bantaba. This is a special platform. We are different from other platforms because I believe in objectivity. Yes, this is a UDP platform, but I'm here also because civic education and nurture. Sometimes I take things that are on very uncomfortable territory for even UDP members. Well, I allow free flow of freedom of speech. Well, in this process, Sehu Sedili, I have emerged with my head high up because I opened the platform. Man najang alajusenu dabo doron. Then if I do that, am I going to be fair to Bori Ture and Alaji Amadou Sane, or maybe Talib Bensouda may withdraw, or maybe okay, Yangsma apply, but Talib apply. Would I be fair to them? Talib eventually withdrew his application, but would I be fair to them? No. That's why more men may understand. I'm on a UDP media platform. I will exercise neutrality when it comes to officials. If I was an ordinary supporter, probably I would not. I'm also chairman of UK chapter. I will exercise neutrality. Well, I want to thank my team. Even Musa Jame. Ale Musa Jame Jele, I more endorse. Musa is deputy chairman of UK chapter. He acted very professionally. He didn't show anything. And that's how leaders should behave. That's how leaders should behave. Well, I'm very proud of UK chapter. We don't compromise professionalism in our work. We rank it high up there. But they call us hypocrites. We've been called hypocrites. See, we said it in Africa, Mati. Abe dameng amafu moli. Do I owe it to you to tell you who are you? Italo njumati. In fact, ntabe dameng does that matter because ntaman katrofa ibi. Yalo njinko fa uniajibi a fulista bakere because bi be katrofa ile tembe diam kam Facebook jamulan e katrofa ile ba. Atol be Facebook safari bambalola na buroda sisla. Yala de mona buroda nzate tonye nol. Fo sisla man fa fa ne katrofa ile bi ba. Sisla man katrofa yi. Karte de sisla bulu. So imagine B, Central Committee members hold down Male Katrofa. So being in the Tatajang, Mejane, Me Sampatanjaile. In reality, I ain't never munela. For just I want to be heard. But this is the democracy that we need to do more civic education, not only Bantaba. We need to focus on civic education. UDP Ngolu, Alina Sabari. We cannot find two battles. And if we open up battle in many fronts, we don't have the capacity. Ndolnim baro le nyantatala, imam baro je biabe mol tapaska, ganyalu UDP le. Baro sila jamale beji as ala convo setami because UDP la flabia selection atambita mol la manja biro la kamol provoke. Ayako wale kamade. Kamol provoke because baro sila no sila dollar. Akole mbare ngata UDP ngol nyawal aka wole kam wala nan tol nyanta ñu mutalale ngake bakelim fakelinti we can disagree bara manyana kuya sambala nan manyana mul silandi la patio fanana manyana mul borondi la patiola ali nga mul hanyindi yana United Democratic Party mbenna emphasis kala dame. Now we have elected H.E Darboe atelo nambiroti. We have the next challenge, Wolonka Ganyendi. Because electing someone as flag bearer will become meaningless if the person doesn't go to State House. The ultimate objective is to take Baba to State House, right? But now the question is how? Because that is not going to be decided by only UDP, that is the whole Gambia. And that's where it is important for us to realize we have to engage other people. When it comes to national election and in-party election, iman killing, this is why we should take it easy and then go and campaign. Because kake fla biarati, that's one achievement. But the next hurdle, my men should want to go to state house. Walatina, me yamaro mendila, nanyi Facebook jarin tewol belbe jangi mol batani la safer bambalola, ni mendi amata ye neng, ye kumandina fikola, ye dundi camp kono jana, ye listo de da campte. Mbali amarla men al parede. 2026 left albe alla ticket ojo alet flight book aleta campagne la Gambia ha momo jere ite be kata online gol yoti jam mbela jarinte yallo na fo United Democratic Party in 2026 yula fo be ticket ojo leta Gambia albe ticket o sang aleta Gambia aleta campagne o doctor do andum ngana vote sol protect aliening illegal registration ko ka luntonta atolo dindimul mel ngal yelo be kandiri yallo tol mu kebaleti atol mele yalon ko di jadi young ones ali Facebook kandini moli jan momam breed no. I hope 2026 you are all ready to buy your ticket because 2021 jamaba be gal sita janal mata campaign. I think that is not going to happen again because Gambians will be disappointed if some of you didn't buy your tickets to go with all the noise ali menke jan alala ticket hol sang nano ali program kabisa alala ticket book because 2026 is just amanjam. Then next year along time of flight ala la flight will book sign ale la holiday book ale sacrifice ko keba sabalika sacrifice nyame faten sabalika sacrifice nyame en sa abcc nde last time tatale non ngana holiday taja ngana hajoke nde mo belo I mean ka Ibrahim Kamara ko including me no I went 2021 so I'm challenging those who did not go to lead us this time because that's where it matters. Because now, the first hurdle in Tambitala Flabia letter, and I hope this will bring semblance of unity in the party. Saying Nyosabo, Patili Minala Tola, our Flabiera, Aminala Tola European tour, we all rally behind the party, we all support him like we did. Like one UDP, one love, one family, despite our differences. Alkaja Jantubabu Duwalakake. Nibe candidate rola. Patio kono molse disagreement so but in near moment tombo rek wala Kamala Harris bria tombo Democrats will be rally behind Kamala Harris wala kake alim fana ngoke let's all rally behind H.E Darboe ningambien ole kacha for coalition for coalition to sort that's another topic. We need a coalition in my view to guarantee us victory in my view because Barrow already ay suñaro datile ani alen kana je on the head baro suñaro datile attestation wolbe jana ID card wolbe baro already ay suñaro datile so don't maybe ni baro be ñoo sabaka 90% la because maybe 10% ay suñala already IEC jumalo chairman Jokoli implicated in this audit report. We have uphill task ahead of us. So alingana together dole be nendiro la jamba to ngajibe the moment nendiro ka jambe bondela because it's not a force you should come eko dole be nendiro la jamba ngala comment ojibe mo sambado rasta full clean yourself mental slave jumala nyenti akafo jumala mental slave mbade ngala comment jibe ale mbla mbate fengalale so melbe mobe la carte wala and we have to okay mbaringa jibe okay mbaringa to block okay I'm done with him this is not a place for you so that guy is gone okay ngamaranga block let it okay I think he's blocked now okay I think he is okay So I can block, but you are gone because Jang is a no profanity zone. Ibrahim Kamara, if I comments on theory, you are making a lot of speculation. So Mantola. So Lafayette Yamarole di Lajang. Because Doku Balebembulu 2026. Sutundol UDP. We cannot afford to lose 2026. Okay? Mariama Fati Dramiko, don't block him. I have said what I have said. Sorry, cousin, I have already blocked him. Okay. Maybe it's our unblock another time, but not block it. So Doku Membula Simbo Wartale. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy. Baro bala ferol kekanne, and Gambia is hugely divided. So many candidates are coming. Naje kon nabari muso fana Fatu Jawmani fana has put herself afanang adonta nyoborin biro konole. She is going to be a candidate. And the Yemen Sekonaje saying I'm a presidential candidate for Lafen community for political parties, 2 million. Mamaya increase would be to stifle the opposition. Opposition can nudge. Well, under oppositional, we need to work hand in glove, shouldn't we? That is well on the lamunta, well on strength. Kadoko can yokan together. Momo lafida bola UDP, Niemari Kamanya. Nindia moda me yeman dank we after bolaje. We say, okay, bye-bye, thank you. But the first thing that we should do to try to keep our people. But the Wolongado and Yonfojane, Dolby Jeffani Videko, Hani Membitaita. Umako Kumadimati. In a moment, Yalonga, Mari for an impact shuttle. Jamomo impact shuttle because Jamomo you have your family that you can have leverage on. Near more Komega can tell of likely they will listen to you. So Nideo Mari by Ika you the telephone the Katawola. And Gambia election until we need to work a lot on CRR. We need to work a lot in URR, CRR North, CRR South, and in New Mima Fongola, NBR. Now, weakest links all be all little. We need to strengthen our support in that area. Bao Ngo NPP Kakareole Sunya. We'll be ready to defend the votes. That's all we can do. No funti. Do ko nga bari nga block le. Fabe saferola hansaim. Dembo nga block le fabe saferola. For not block my word. Nga mo hes nga block le. Fabe saferola hansaim. Nga block le de. Demala safer je jande. Okay, I think I already blocked him. Dembo nga block le nga. But Nabijan still I can check. But my computer said Mohes was blocked. That's what I got on the computer. Unless the computer is lying. So, this is the thing. It's time for us to celebrate today. Tomorrow, the work begins. From tomorrow, our focus is how to win the election. And that's not going to be child's play. And UDP, may UDP dandarala kukulina fanan. Let's not be complacent. Complacency Latina, by and large, we did not win 2021. Even though we said there was a semblance of Reagan. Yes, Reagan will always have. Even 2026, regularly. African politics namananta free and fair 100%. Because African all by generally into na nature of what? Africa be what? It's not peculiar to Gambia. So ndolwe sila mbafala ko baro hani 5% ata sunyala. Udan kam fongole neni. Baro me yalo ngati le jenkita munta gati. Nimbaro any loophole jega sunyaro ka bakelal ko. Al kalolu ning nyimol nek attestation okali yena ye kayto del ko carré voter card sotole because fengo be kala mel yalon ko il sulata voter card la ko denk. So wala nan control we have a lot of work to do. And now opposition is fragmented. That's the biggest worry for me. Let me say, or I understand, at this moment, reconciliation is the key prior to 2026. But I'm afraid reconciling we think will not be easy, considering the unfought and toxic utterances we have said. Yes, but it's doable. But I can easily, because more be sobere ñola hansa mol ki jol farata ñobulle wala nan ko sonko na be kering alkana ngana ko ma jawol fo ñoye ngara ño tumi ba ke because sama ite ni mo mari be kala no kelen ñari but we have to try now. H.E Darboe, of course, the honors is on him. Party I more be someone together and being around, and I'm sure he will do that because he has to take those steps to bring everybody being one family. And after UDP go after advice la kukelena. Alay hakilo di hadamadung like ka use. Wa hakilo ni ma use. Aka kole yale. So mone bekela alinga careful. 2021 we were united, weren't we? And we still couldn't stop Barrow from rigging the election. Right? 2026 we are divided. So how can we stop Barrow with a divided approach? I'm just asking a logical question. Because I do critical analysis. I don't just to say things that please people. I will not come to this platform. I'll go and do something else. 2021 we were united, weren't we? And still Barrow in 419. With our united approach. Second time we are fragmented. We have to try to come together. But we are fragmented through these insults and vile words. Just because they get a divergence of opinion. Wala nam ko manke democrat solti. Nde nyin kabirin seru ni nyina nen kijo bota. Wala na sewu se limbe siri na kono to me crossir wala nkijo le fuma bota. Nyin fla bera ko ay cool men be dundi UDP. Atina mol fonka diamu ma ñoo trust. Mol ka sire karibe janale. Karibe tenne. Ite no maribe do ko kala no ñaati. But 2021 we didn't see any of this. 2021 we were one solid unit. And still Barrow in 419. For Barrow man 419. And no biri Barrow in 419. Ada amanda njada da tiaga so fay bawsen lako rakon. Ñim fon ni ngol be jarinte yala jam. Jumala da bawsen ko radi fen. Hey, kake online warrior ti anin kake online warrior kake on the ground warrior ti man kilinde mo bete kala no tala solo sandenti de. Mo jote wol kam ko sefu sedi len siata jan, but we got the loudest mouths on social media. I hope we will not have replica of that. I hope nani online jarinte ya. Mi alonga Facebook on TikTok on fenkol de dundi jang mo ma ni jino. I hope mba implement on the ground in 2026. Nuwoketa, it will be happy days for UDP. Because nintata na bodal secure ngo IEC altenyi kato sunyala jang isoje niko wiu iko UDP wiu ala H.E Darboe na celebration start otumole mbalo ne ko tega na nyum funding ko mu online warrior soleti. I'm waiting for that day. Namara wala nyanta kera ndenga pare habar online warrior manke safari bambaloti ibeta TikTok many hours kalima jawol be fola. And again UDP ntolu lom patriote wolo ni ndole be kachakan alenga miranda pati jumale victime siata Gambia UDP la victime siata nde manana sometimes ka calm over issues. Yes, Amy digala wax 20 manana ka calm ngafo jane tala sukay dahaba alamani mani ko fokalay 1 week before I bele adiyamta na furu mo kono la ning kam faring adama Barrow kama anin ni toro le fata anin ni toro tata alamani mani ko fokalay alnga ke wala ko kama sonta ngalla duma amanke silati ntolu bi alaman tankala sinya sawa nim 2020 win hey kanyambe damen tekitije modol niyobe kuyala bar ntolu UDP le niyobe kuyala mo beti. You know why? Because we have invested more and we paid the heftiest price than any other person here. Modol wije lafta baroita. But UDP ndola la victimol siata. Wala nanko alinga doman alinga na diamol mezo even TikTok auto. Bani diamda mol ko ha ndebe na opinion folale. Nde wolo moyen tubi jana comme hypocrite. Foma audio play ali jam. But bini nata janga mali jabile in a very responsible way. Mambula la kaneng. Mang laino ya pour moya nenja. But in dolo ni moyo kuma fonye kumo se has nyawnya alinga mari condemn. Yes, yenyi menkete we are disappointed that he be kumala. Ite ke fonga class frandi damen. Ike fonga ibena nyi kuma sifa fola ka jutun tolla. But we expect better from you. Yes, the person should be condemned wholly and squarely. Because nobody is beyond criticism here. Ntese we say de lunga jaligatike. Gameno lo right to kara TikTok can respond because jam momo ga diamo ila diamo tentende. But in any more difference with them, and sometimes I can be blamed for this. But I say who is trying to please people? No. Nyimpatio, mole fata nyimpatio e. Wolon tol mbola dreams all fulfill anyadi wolon kata state house. And numbe membola ja UDP ali lamoy. Alaman tankala sinya sawa. Nimman ganye 2026. Can we hold the strings together? Hey, Gambian on na diamolo shiata. Bari jamale ka pisal dem 2021 bari fi la mojele pisal ta jam. 2021 mojele pisal ta jam. Nyin diamulal men bebe jam nyin online jarin teolo. 2021 they went under the hood. They disappeared. I'm going to repeat that again. H.E Darboe was left in the cold. Yes. Yes. Well, in fact, I'm not making this up. But in the end of jarinte yage, Wolong and Jama is agenda driven. Well, in Africa and Gambia, we have a problem. We are in a very precarious situation. Ekaje pamodu bojankafo kelebe kelekono. Wakandol batandi. Ndema lafi sehus, ndema lafi sislala, or malafi tunko marenala. I will use somebody attacking Tunko as my friend to go after Tunko. Malamana nyi daji ko watantol konole. Ndese usedle hani ni moment dia bari ngaje modo ba attack alta jël nganda bola ji ikon te kajelo munafika yaleti. Nindenen kari mandia bari ngaje anin kari be ñolan tete ndabula la ji. Esa Jawala ko he will be here, he will not disappear. Okay, Esa, you've given your word and I trust you. You're an honest person. But Esa, Tonya Fonye Moja disappeared after 2021. New online warrior melbe chanting. He barely disappeared and daham. And we gotta afford that 2026. 2026 is do or die. And we need all hands on deck. It will be catastrophic. UDP ni NPP killing the tade. Ni NPP for the 2026, the party will be dead. Where is automatic? More on. Because Nimbarote the NPP is finished. Baroda Malak the NPP exists. Adama Baro out of presidency, NPP is finished. Because Kodi table from Barole ke bankroll. Anala new businessman. NPP for manke patiti. NPP because Adama be president yala wala na NPP exists. So ni lose to 20, Alama you lose 2026, Adama is gone. The party will die. But UDP for the mouth of UDP be fallen because UDP knew Bambantale. UDP has got pedigree. But UDP will be seriously affected if we don't cross line in 2026. What that's indisputable. And it will be hard to mobilize diaspora again. Because we saw what happened in 2021. It was tall order to try to bring people back. Wala na in 2026 is crucial. Wala nanka dani roke. Alinga de diamol tenteng. Alinga de diamol tenteng sako TikTok oto. Ala H.E Darboe sina de la kafo ko haning molien neng. Alinga musi tulo lambaloka. Wumu alfa kamoleti. hey jam mo masila mola mo ye nengolo soto la tiktok isita no le bini monata e man ningolo nek foi defana nyanda fundelo le sidolu nemba because two wrongs don't make a right because ni moye ne yanen albebe the same category. You are not better than the person is not better. You are all in the same bracket. But you can marry. The best way to teach somebody na marry kumafo ya jabi in a very responsible way, and that boosts the image of the party. UDP nkolu. No. But UDP, there's what they call RD. Do you know the RD terminology? RD. Anybody knows what I'm talking about? Now for the last week, can anybody remember what RD stands for? And I can add SRD. Yalo nga bring out terminology coinja UDP call ma wotuma month of UDP mbe freedom ko coalition defense league UDP call wulta ikamla mutu de même attack la left right and center. Coalition defense league CDL ndele ngo terminology coin na keba kam wara bamba serigne mas ako se useli kantole command CDL but it's what they call SRD. Okay, Momo Glazer, she said, I'm sorry, but I have to delete your comment. If you use it again, you'll be blocked from Bantaba. You cannot come here and disrespect United Democratic Party. You can disagree with us, that's fine, but don't come and disrespect us. It's not a force that you have to watch us, my brother or my sister, because you're using a fake account. Mammo for but I will not condone anybody disrespecting UDP on this platform. That's a no. It's not a must that you have to listen to us, but accord us respect. You can disagree with us, you can criticize us. But SRD Momunity, Moma Safi followed it. You don't know the answer. I said it last week, because something that is already we have caused for ourselves. Maybe Amy will get the answer. Amy is a very smart person. Not only Amy did it, but he or she is very analytical. We have done it. It's not destructive behavior. Yeah, similar. No, in fact, it's not SD. It's SRD. I beg your pardon. It's SRD. Self-reputational damage. Self-inflicted reputational damage. That's what we have caused for ourselves. Self-inflicted, yes, it's our own making. Don't blame outsiders for that. Outsiders will cause. No, it's not outsiders, it's ourselves. I'm mobile and yantodi. Benyan tekela tende. Kunung. I got a call from Banjul. From somebody who is in a Barola inner circle. These are people that we work with. Now for the person is very, very, is not happy. among content because this person is furious. Tinyaro me meke na Bangkok. The kamfarin barola man sekunda kama bakele fam. Hanin tractol dilol men kete nonsense. Barol tada si what tractol men kan. It's all fake. It's all trying to do political expediency. Kamul nene. And Baro is bringing a lot of projects from now to 2026. Baro is bringing a lot of projects. Some of these kids shouting out in the window. Baro is doing project called Minala Silol Bina. Baro bala ferol bekele le pour que Gambinon nene koteng. Yeah, that's it. So this person ndavala manolo for so I'm not gonna I don't want to compromise my sources. But I knew querying I can say who you didn't only a chance tinale. Even in the civil service, a lot of them are down. But Jamababi Jella fall in the role. But they call UDP. The reputation, because we are too confrontational. Well, I'm people don't get it. Because we are too confrontational. And this is why Mr. Darboe keeps emphasizing this on Nala Diamolo. Most of the time, Mr. Darboe himself knows the damage that this confrontation is causing the party. Because he has repeated. I repeat, like I found a meeting, internal meetings, I follow publicly. And these are intelligence offices, they are working in the system. They have recognized that our impression is causing us problem because people see us as Ninadaman Sekunda, we will be shutting everybody down. If anybody says something against Alhaji Hussein Darboe as a president, we will come after you. And people saw semblance of that when we were in the government. That's why I call them Coalition Defense League. That time, if you say anything, before I joined UDP, before you said anything to the coalition government, they come and defend. Oh, no, everything was fine until the divorce happened. We need to re-strategize. We need to have tolerance. We can call out people, and we should, but let's not be too confrontational. Over the past few weeks, I have seen a lot of confrontation on social media. And this is why this person called me. Because America is TikTok. Aka program jamale GB jam, abaka comment. America GB role damak, abaka comment. And this person gave me feedback. Ako nye say go fato la mula aluka diamu ye, nka konte mata diam la moy kotengi. Nde, I'm not going to talk. Nka party leader for wala diamu da say bam party leader dangu. So nka muna follow. Ako nye say I'm worried. We want change in 2026. And we all want it. Baro is inefficient. But mole jiko so UDP men na ni wol da mal kan ñu kido tam ñu be ñu bunna jana be fenkela jana defante, and they see us as people who done everything we want to fight the battle. We cannot fight every battle. So on the yamaro dilanya, ngalo na yamaro, it may not fall on yes, but now the all crucial flag bearer issue is now done and dusted with. We know who the flag bearer is, Alhaji Hussein Darboe. Congratulations to him. Our journey now should be campaigning and try to convince other minds to join UDP. There is already a backlash on social media, but that is expected. Fine. And how we navigate around this, where we should strategize. We need to navigate around it in a very careful way. Navigating around with aggressiveness it's not going to help us. We need to navigate it with using common sense approach, and try not. I will repeat here. I know people will not like it. UDP's vote alone is not going to take us to State House. Somebody will think I'm mad, but I would say it here. We need undecided voters. I know some people say no one is undecided, but we need to go across our territory. We need to go beyond the periphery of United Democratic Party in order to guarantee us victory. We cannot just live within ourselves. We cannot just... Probably the majority of the people watching me are UDP supporters. Probably. Yes, there are other non-youth parties who support us. But greater good of people here are already in UDP. Our point is let's bring other people. Let's engage other opposition. Let's try to bring them on board. Mama Kande, all this other opposition. Let them come together, rally behind us. This is what Barrow is doing. So I know some people have already come up. More left Diamu. So I will just stop my analysis here, 1 hour, 21 minutes. And I will pass the baton to the contributors to also have their say. Alabra Bambas Leonard first. And then we have Alaji, see something, and Ma. So let's start now. Bambas, welcome to the show.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Blosely kontam baake.
Bar.
He was on the list of the kontam.
Abaraka.
Blosely la analysis was spot on.
Abaraka, thank you.
As usual.
Thank you.
As usual, you know. And again, I just want to say again, I am so proud of you.
Yeah.
To take any side.
Yeah.
You know, even though some of us, unfortunately, at the tail end, you know, we decided to, you know.
No, that's fine. It's your right to support somebody.
So, exactly. So actually, we understand what I mean. A political party like the UDP, a big political party like the UDP, from scientific, a la position of Benjamin scientific, to select a flag bearer, a vital in a smooth way, Damialan or Motejo Sabakela, to be honest, the honest opinion, the for one in but you are the watching it. And in scientific, the amount of, you know, competition because we have so many qualified leaders in President. So you also the political party mean color. And it's easy to select a flag bearer among those lot at the easy. So what you may want to go. By the side even though some utterance will money to that extent. But again, we have seen this, you know, throughout the world. You know, the most democratic country that may allow from as, you know, the sample of democracy in America, being in a primary but that is not to justify Lincoln. I'm just trying to put the context to understand this is also not normal, but it is also something as a sort of knowledge. Again, but you may get what people say. I don't know you can more the Yakuma job for me. I have to say because we're from Haramadi, we're from Mrs. Mayat. The Yakuma job for more. I are dimming because I know Yakuma job for more in work on come like it because just because you are supporting another camp, never come to support the other job for it. Namana. Okay? But again, you can still approach me and I will apologize. For me, they apologize sincerely. Okay. UDP tonala leader advice down, and that should continue.
Yeah.
And the leadership for continue. The leadership for conceptual talents on the party.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to reaction of Dolu on social media, some of us are still young. Me, you know, some of us are on social media among me, just few years back ago.
Yeah.
On social media. And people like me, on Facebook, when some people have me speaking, okay? So, we understand, and if when it comes to more coming from Tolma, because more coming from Tolma, they are on the go, they can use some. UDP to carry act back. But Nina Rajube, UDP reaction, and the kid that you know me for wanting to go. You can relate, you can attack, you can understand. And you know, and the example you can take, and you know, like a finty every day, more than a bully about the any time you can find somebody. At the end of the day, I cannot tell you, I kept very dull watching the like I can only allow. I've got confidence at all again. I've got confidential no because munamu akaje kwa bully bandale nana da ko it for ya idandala ko is normal. It's normal that people can bully you. So Odin when you grow up to become a very dull person in the society. I'm not confident at all. So but me it's a my advice to say hey, you can mean for a member to work and all that, but yeah advice for go a financial tolerance no. I understand that. But never for every time you more for the new file and talk about you need more tolerant, you need more fair. The foreign cable like I don't know to more tolerance. And look, the reality is UDP is tolerant. UDP is tolerant. The only problem we have is that they act anymore. Because we have, look, let's take a typical example of Mama Kande. How can you even call Mama Kande? Mama Kande is an opposition like us. Mama Kande is an opposition like us. He challenged us. We challenged him at the polls. But UDP become Mama Kande attack. The only time I see UDP people questioning Mama Kande was covering that in the room of Fundita. Mama Kande got on the state house there in about Diabra all that. We have more than UDP go for the Mama Kande person.
Yeah.
But prior to that, we never UDP go for that Mama Kande so challenge. I Mama Kande Fatima anywhere. Because when we become Mama Kande was all on board. They got a borrow Damaleka. So many opposition if whether they are oppositions or activists or whatsoever, if I Mama Kande Kakanyana Nakala come if I go Kenyami. Rather than Katari bullet show they kill in UDP. Because we get a bullet show they kill in Amari, you take steam so down there and do. And let me say this. You have the reaction of the killing. You have yes, I'm balling from I get it. We have
Babas, can I interject if you don't mind?
Okay.
I just need clarification because on this show I don't like comments to fly without my interjection, particularly when I think. Did you just say Imariol Kela Blade will be kill UDP? Did you just say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Do you think that was an overstatement? Because the Ibugela Blade will be kill UDP. Maybe yes, it can UDP Mali, but Ibugela, because I know where this conversation is leading to. I don't think they are just Ibugela Blade will be kill UDP. Do you literally mean that they only come after UDP?
Okay, I'm not actually specified only one group, but I know there are a sub group.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Those people might not even be activists or independents. One political party. I don't need to mention their name here.
Okay.
You understand? So we make what I mean to do. Understand what I mean to do. Yes, now I shall advise me now. Let them pass. For the sake of our victims, because our victims, what I don't need the difference. Because okay, but our victims, and we belong to the same political party when they were living. So the matter of the but not comment about it needs to get out there. Let's go ahead. Because Bangkok make carried out the moment as long as we make carried out Bangkok and night.
Okay, Bamas, I want to ask you a question. And I think any other person can contribute. I try to dissect it. I think it's peculiar to us, Gambian. Maybe the other countries from Yadaji, but I'm more familiar with Gambians, so I can just mostly speak when it comes to Gambians. Yeah. I have made an observation, Cole. Generally, when people speak good about us, we hail them. But the moment they criticize us, we tend to, cross path with them in a very negative way. Would you think this statement is right or not?
Okay, honestly, I will tell you, war is human nature. It's not even Gambian culture that much. I'm not doing criticism, especially when it is unnecessary.
Okay.
You must react. because limbi ye wala mi ko mo moron di kenala mi be opponent criticize la. You either join to criticize your opponent or you stay mute. But you will not go there, naturally, you will not go there defending your opponent because that's your opponent. That's your opponent. You want to remove that person. So you will not be there defending that person, obviously. But
even if that person is being Bambas, even if that person is being criticized unfairly, you would still just remain to be quiet. You're not. I wouldn't do that. If even Adama Barrow, I don't support it. But if Adama Barrow is being accused of something, I would say this is not correct. I would say no. I would say you have been unfair with Barrow. That's what I would do.
Equally, I will not be there. If I am that on that because the I am the platform.
Yeah.
I am the platform.
Yeah.
I do there. You know that more for me alone. If I have opponential, but I won't take on the sort of that. And I'm like now on one sort. I contact straight away for honey. You don't tell it. I'm not taking it. I do that. And but here's the thing. You can explain what I mean to go. Neither more criticize come. Was I money? What a duty we can afford defend. And that is what we do. So you did it. Neither criticize can afford defend. Maybe our way of defending ourselves when you look comfortable. So the camera we are trying to shut them down. No, we are not trying to shut you down. What we are trying to do is to defend, the misinterpretation of our actions or our words that you are trying to, podcast out there. That is what we are trying to clarify. And remember, nobody can shut down anybody here. And people who need to jam they can talk freely. But it means you are trying to shut them down.
No. That look, I agree with you on that part, Bambas. I think this idea of anybody thinking that somebody can shut it down, I think is a wayward comment because no one can shut anyone down here. I completely agree with you. But not frustration, because the word that was used, I condemn it, and I think it shouldn't be used to refer to a group of people. You need to come and clarify in what context you're in, but people always human nature over the, and there are certain words that, like slavery, near use, it will bring agitation because of the moving on what we went through, slave trade, we want contact female. So near slavery use, no matter the context, people will, But you see, this is why I'm bringing this about us. I have been on that platform when they used slavery against Adama Barrow. If you guys could recall, yefi jami abi Adama Barrow bugul no def yefi jami abi ñun Gambians def ñu jam or something. Was that proper for that to be said at the time?
I was never there, when they were uttering.
They did utter that several times on that platform. I've heard it.
Not in my.
Okay, maybe you didn't hear it, but other people probably here would. So what I'm saying, you see why I'm bringing this. We always tend to react when it pertains to us, because what I'm saying, if it is going against somebody else, it's fine with us. Maybe you have a human nature on, but this is something that we need to develop on. If you think something is wrong, it should be a universal principle, no matter whom it is directed at. It should be condemned. I shouldn't wait until somebody use a word against him who said it, but somebody use a word against Bambas and go, okay, Bambas different like that Bambas. If I am genuine about bringing decorum, then I should, even if it is used against Bambas, I say, no, don't use this on Bambas. That's the point I was trying to say here.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
You are actually present at the forum.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is morally bound on you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Near UDP castigate, near UDP level wrongly. I think it is also our duty to say it's not correct. This one is the correct one.
Okay, but Bambas, let me just close here and then you can finish and then we go to that. What I'm trying to say here is, I don't think anybody is saying that UDP should not respond. Has anybody said that UDP should not respond? Because that will be unfair.
That is what some of these people, keep on saying on their platform. I'm not saying you are the one.
No.
But some of them, this is what they keep on saying their platforms next. Anytime they address us or anytime they criticize us, we come out.
No. If they say that, they will be wrong, because we have a right to respond. Yalong, right to respond is a universal principle. Somebody can invoke it or just ignore it. But today, if insults me, I have a right to respond to that person. This person is not worth my time. But we're not right to invoke. But I could have also invoked my right to respond. So I don't think it will be wrong for anybody to say UDP should not respond. And I would disagree with anybody. If you go against UDP members, call UDP members' name, they can invoke their right to response. And that should not be a problem for you, because UDP, they are also human beings. They are human beings. So I think that's completely wrong for anybody to say. Because the alpha and omega of freedom, diamoti, koninte diamata moma nyanante javela. Who are you? The problem is, I don't think anybody to say that. Response is completely your right. If you want, you do it. But would you also agree the mannerism in which you do your response also matters, right?
Yeah, of course, it matters. You know, it depends on your response. If you go beyond the limit, of course, obviously, it is something that is, me alone for, you should be very careful of the way you respond.
Yeah.
Okay, so to wrap up, recently, I think the narrative for UDP is not tolerant. I think it is not correct. It is wrong. It is misleading. Because UDP is the most tolerant political party in that country. And, the evidence to that, because when we talk here, we talk with evidence as UDP. Gambia Bay again, UDP, our biggest critics, none other UDP, the way we embrace you. We embrace you, we hug you, we welcome you. In fact, sometimes even our people, so that tells you go, UDP embrace everybody. UDP embrace everybody. So the narrative UDP
Okay. Bambas, I think you and I will continue this debate. Bambas, you think Menga noise saman on Balal. Okay, Bambas. So you think the observers on the ground who don't probably have a dog in the fight, they are not part of us here, listen to us, will make this wrong conclusion about some of these comments, because the person that called me, even now I asked some from Baro Sekunda. He's zero appetite for Adama Baro. But this person is highly intellectual and he has made observations on our behaviors and he came to the conclusion about some of our behaviors. So it's not everybody, because Kafole Warata, but this aggressiveness, even the leadership has said it. Even the leadership of UDP has said it. It's not only these people. Even this overly zealous aggressiveness, now leadership have noted it. They could not all be wrong.
So let me just wrap up with this point.
Yeah.
I agree for sometimes our reactions, harshness, understand. But every reaction, action left followed.
Okay.
Every reaction, the action left followed. And UDP, remember, if you want to be fair to UDP, even more for it, he's not fair to us. I can swear on that for UDP. Even more for him, fair.
Bambas.
Yeah.
Are you making this general statement called generally UDP become more mema?
Yes, actually Nico
okay. Yeah. Bambas na moja UDP le, even within our own internal, don't be a man fenkele wuli rarak ye kamolela, ye wuli rek ye fabrication of ye wuli rek ye molla missional question karita ramuna jan karta ramuna jam. Exactly. So yeah.
And the leadership of the UDP no. Yes, killing militant soul killing takele. And that never taburo di bidila moe. Amma ko killing mo ye membu ko wolke. Ko be jig ye boy mo tam mo fo. No, I'm not saying that. But in ka for ko liba jubela in generally, UDP describe, you cannot describe UDP just because of few individuals or few militants in the party. That will be very unfair.
Bambas, I think Wolunga Jim for Jan and Befana remind Lala, then get another person here. Yalong, we have to understand one thing, Bambas.
Spending all your time on Bamba, why can't you move on?
No, we are having a very important discussion. I'm sorry. Let's just clear this and I will let him go, if you don't mind. Bambas, left on a cook enough for understand ya. Wolonga for Madam Saneloma. Yalong, from Dama, Buka make a Gambino beten. Janida Jaka for black British solvent and the black British solvent. That what is a normal thing. Ning selected people are doing in UDP. Naturally, people say UDP. Ikaja Jaka Nimo in Kafu black British solvent London. Ying knife crime on a black British all the blame. For every black British is not involved in that, certainly no. But generally they put a name tag on us. Asian all beten.
They do.
Yeah.
But do you accept that? Do you accept that is the reality?
No, it is common sense. Nico UDP, they are not referring to Karamba Ture, for example. Karamba Ture is not part of that bracket because he doesn't. But we cannot stop people saying UDP because Ninna Molbe action it will like a patio Mondi. So, for example, the Gambian de Kure, hey, Gambian Nilan Mel, Senegalese Nilan Mel, from Mukafana Diamokon, Senegalese Nilan Mel. Exactly. Anyway, yeah, we can agree to disagree, but thank you very much. Yeah.
Some of our critics are genuine.
Yeah.
Some of our critics are genuine.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. We can let's move to the other callers. Thank you so much, Bambas, for your time. Gabriel something. You are next. Is it Gabriel Gomez? Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel, then I will drop you if you are not participating. You are occupying space. So Ma, you are next.
No, I'm talking. I'm on my way.
No, even on mute. Sign Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sedi. I wish UDP more sort of like you.
Thank you.
You say it as it is. And as a chapter leader, election is all about votes.
Yeah.
It's all about trust.
Yeah.
And it's all about honesty and fairness. Okay? UDP, I have a lot of friends in UDP and Dongela calls me what they're standing for. You can easily miss something. We made you so control. And if you don't know how politics is. I'm talking from a minority point of view. And this is the thing me and Ronka can have UDP friends all advice.
Yeah.
You listen to the minority, how they think.
Yeah.
And they are the people who add up to your number for you to get a win.
Yeah.
You alone cannot win with a single.
It's going to be very difficult. Yeah.
Very difficult. So if you don't listen to the minority and you don't give a damn about how they're thinking, and those are the ones we call independent voters sometimes. Okay. One thing coming from Molia, the 2016 up till now, some people don't understand how it come about.
Yeah.
Model camera call, it's a UDP win. UDP may have the largest crowd and they win. No, it was a combination of the minority who came to join. And some of the minority during the 2016 come from the Manjagos and the other tribes and the Christian and other whatever they came in. When the religion was pumped into the political arena, people got mad. And they decided that something must happen. Okay? There was a combination. People come together and there was a change in administration. But also, the minority are also looking at, especially UDP, and see how many people, how many ethnic groups can they welcome? If we join them, how do they look at you? Because if I join a club and whenever I'll be meeting all that, I didn't sideline or you don't look at me as very important. And sometimes the party leaders, they themselves have to do soul searching this time, and they have to tell their militant the right truth. Anytime they see something they're bringing in, they condemn them right away. But if the other part is looking at it like, no, they are not addressing it because for fear of losing some of their conservative voters, it's going to create a problem. Because like what just happened recently, you see on social media how one of the candidates was being attacked, and he decided to go to drop down, but the others who will remain on the group in the group were not attacked.
Yeah. Some people have made that observation. Why these others were not attacked? I've heard people making that comparison. The others did not.
I'm not lying to you. This is what they are talking about.
I know that's what they are talking on the down low. Yeah.
And it's very, very important because that's a sensitive part. They're going to say, oh, if I join them, am I going to be considered? This is very scary.
Yeah.
No, this is the way they attack it. This minority was in there. They insulted him, he withdrew. And then the rest remained there, but nobody said anything about it.
Yeah, but that person was not even a minority. I don't know why people say the person is a minority.
No, what I'm saying is that, like the way they're bringing
the way the person is labeled, that's the way they label him. Yeah.
Some people are saying Sula and Dingo. Some people are there now.
No, but those comments may not also be UDP. NPP could be making those comments.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if I were in the leadership, I would have come out to condemn that. I would not let that brouhaha go on. I will come and condemn it, even if I'm one of the contestants.
Yeah.
I will tell them, don't use those kind of slogans.
Yeah.
I will never do that.
Yeah.
And and then also let us be very, very careful. 2026 is a very important time.
Very important. Very.
Not a time for us to always get up and go with anger.
Yeah.
Like the way some of you, the way you are conversing here with Bamba. Bamba should also sometimes, I know he may be a conservative or a diehard UDP, but always bring down your tone and don't be too mean or rigid on whatever you believe in. Because you don't tell Musoni your rules and other things. At least you have to be a little bit lenient with certain things, like the way you responded to certain things. And also, don't look at somebody for wrong, or somebody on the side for wrong. You have a misconception of what he's saying. You might understand. You go on that.
Okay, Lafla Manela, this Apple user, please, can you come up? Because you are writing a lot of comments here. I want to challenge you here. You are writing a lot of things. Apple user, please come up. Medan Lena. Let's have a conversation. Yeah, gentlemen, Ila Diamobang, come in.
I'll advise my fellow people from the UDP that election only after a win. Don't always say without you nothing will happen. I don't care, and don't use those words.
Yeah.
And also be very mindful about the people you want to include. Let them not always see that they are being isolated.
Yeah.
Or they are
no, but UDP is a diverse political party. I have in the UK here, Albin Mendy is from your the same ethnic group, and he's a chairperson of our Scotland branch, and he's doing a fantastic job. Yeah.
But near Jube, they don't normally feature out until the last minute of the campaign when they bring in those other groups to join them in the rallies. It doesn't feature on their daily politics right now, prior to the elections.
Yeah.
So not for what all. People look at it as a last minute day in Wolof.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gomez. Thank you. Let me go to Ma. You can also drop Ma, you can go ahead. Ma, are you there? Okay, maybe you're struggling to unmute yourself. Go to Lampard.
Hello, Uncle Shego.
Inimbara.
Mbe konto na bage.
Abaraka.
Today I have a little bit contribution. I'm not a UDP supporter, and I have been following politics for so long, but I think UDP has a great chance come 2026, after all this Buruhaha Minketa flag bearer near the Super base schedule, I think one thing Ndela own mirror of Namin observe, one thing people Koigamin for Gabriel analysis keka, the people in the social media are really disturbing UDP from coming to power.
Thank you.
Coming down to now. Because I observed before I traveled, I was there in 2021. I was on the ground.
Yeah.
UDP has chance. They have the people, but allow me the social media. Let them take everything with anger. Politics is about no yaya, no nene.
Thank you.
So when you have people who come to power, what I will say change you. UDP have heart for that country.
Yeah.
Go to the
yeah.
They are not a UDP supporter. I can say that. I talk with people who to be young support and I don't support UDP. But the issue is they have the people who supporter. But in a more bad man need a power. I know it can be for you change. The guy need a power. They will do exactly like that. But Niman na power more than no. Many countries opposition they catarajile power in the trap bataka. Nina power more for me from UDP at the buffer and Ningle Yalun to number chance in the UDP. Because all these reforms they will do it because it don't have a sopaka in public order act. UDP na more father. But the people in the social media, and I cannot understand. You cannot accept people in views. There was a time I made a comment in the Facebook. Okay, if I be US about a break, I'm like, I couldn't put Ima understand. I ain't convinced. Now, I deleted it.
Yeah.
I ain't convinced. I ain't deleted this. I don't write anything negative. I ain't convinced. I couldn't understand. But Nino. But some people, the career is so bad. Politics more than anything. Never no one more than Miralanko Billahi will like 2026. Could be change the social media. Let them change their attitude. They talk Daniel Boje Boabe Tabon Nenga Wala Monenga. As of a private Hadamadingo Bay, Mohadamadingo, as of a private boy, Benin Fokan Dabo Lebota. If you understand, maybe you are not close to Dabo, or maybe you don't understand. If you even want, I can send you some of our agenda, 5-point agenda. You read it. I'm very convinced, but neither of the attack coming for. Well, I'm more than I told Balon, told Yalon, and I'm not demanding about. I know many people don't mean minority, many people coming for. I think the more they suffer over it, generalized it. Now, what I want them. Secondly, steadily, it's not like that. Mama, sometimes have a phone call, it's not like that. I like joke for Sedi can no man, they can't more than following social media because even Diaspora, they got social. Yeah, like that. Yeah. But people may understand. Ni mo kile kugere ka fole na lo ne dole nya. Wa rate o nya man te ka ole ko hani mo le. Ani ni mesin ba ole fo. Altana mi da ni ko UDP. Everyone ni mo kile line de ne ndo ke UDP or UDP. But the people using the social media is the best platform to sell your agenda and to bring a lot of young people. Young people like me, I am not subscribed to tribe.
Yeah.
Me, I'm watching on the agendas. What are the agendas? What are these people preparing for the country? And they see but the people in the community, media space, who communication to convince the young voters, in elderly voters, in traditional voters together, it's the young people, the Gen Z, are the people changing. When you the media, they are they will understand. Oh, man, Facebook, the young people are seeing this, and these are the people you need to vote. Baby in the BB, I have 5 people say me convince no. Hey, I can be more baby you only pull a quarter. It's not true. I did a 5 agenda can go back. Let it. I see what do you have for the young people, what do you have agriculture, what do you have in different various things. But the people in the social media, camera they know no more attack. Sometimes you don't know, even these people they try to provoke UDP by writing lies. But just Kajarek me was suffering by provoking, but they insulting each other. It's not true. The people in the social media can help.
Yalo mbela kumo jansara domande manin kol gamen fo ni to jawoye to kendo saba wala keda UDP la. Yalo ni stigma ko UDP kan ndiro ke baje dole fo comment ke ja ko wala na te boda UDP. Something mabali. I don't know where. I would love you to come up. UDP mangen nendir kafuti me ngolon, but it is a stigma on us. So memolo nyingala, how do we how do we try to mitigate this? How do we do damage control over this? Because it's a stigma on us. So the best thing is we need to be measured on social media. Exactly. Because ni to jawe token do saban. Ite ko be funti la fengo feng iba wata jo bayla ibe aggressive la. Then what happen is mel hani mol memman believe what token do wala be de babla mol kan nyimme fo nyi jiko do wala biji asata ro banke jiko inte kan nyine fo jan but they are not getting it. They are not getting it.
Uncle Sheikh, billahi wallahi ndeben kaldera. That's the only thing that can bring UDP to power. Apart from that, ngo ajibere nyimbe kan ndiro ite be siri US wallahi be siri Germany wallahi be siri Jana. Ite all this thing iba ke kan bo milbe fakan every day ni political sida ibe boy kan nyin kando kono be puiko pol ko be kankanna oni pado sida jibe musoni ka pada UDP la kola. Boy ka wo every year ka wala heartbreak ite be sitting in a comfort zone. Because of you having internet, you having social media and destroying for our own mothers, they want change. More love the change, but the social media, more like the social, but you mean for a still as a change, we have a year before election. Yeah. Let them measure what they said. Let them hear more of my negative things about Darboe. Writing privately, sometimes I don't know boy, imagine UDP for the change. I didn't come in a young Darboe now. For young Darboe is not on the UDP.
Yeah, more about I change it to West Coast. Yeah.
Combo is across. It doesn't doubt that people are praising it. It's from UDP. People can use that. And then I'm the Minkel. I give a young one and Doliel. I give a Minkel. I give a corruption of fight. Nindol fan Baba Nata. The same thing happened in Nekelako because Yanguba Benineke and Talib Gibe, Rohi Gibe, and Minkel, Landing Sida Gibe. But modern media to even clear talking, attacking each other to be the one goal. You are looking for a goal. That goal is to come to power. Please, please,
thank you.
Not be angry. Don't be social media and more political and America about Donald Trump we need through social media. I think the social media he is convincing musicians coming talking to people. People are fire. People can do that. But he cannot come far. He come far how many people left out? Most of people die who are from UDP. I was emotional almost me who are father within some days. Audio many who father with anger after changes in Namakate Kumo. We want the change for the country, but master of father they don't go alala. No, you take away me. I don't allow more from you. You comfortable and then after our for definitely.
Thank you. Yalong menyin dia mo menajang. Abaraka biunga dalaning gaguya. Ibuka mulu faham.
Please.
Yeah, but Modole Sabanjande, El Gaguya Sabanjande, just for you also been here. So if you don't mind, not El Gaguling, just for you. El Gagu, but El Gagu Sabanja, just for you. Just wait, just you. Sorry, El Gagu.
Yeah, guys. Abarakabato Galdi Somanda Mulbele Tafano Manjai for almost 5-6 hours.
Oh, okay, great. Incredible Gandhi sign.
Yeah. Definitely the commitment for country is very important. The Tengamusol Gele many alone they spend a long time. Yeah, understand Manjai. Mol biye dol be tabirol ke kan pour ka mol saf e ka jodi mol la nga muske ba do fandi ye fond fa en bulo la di fo ko nga fendo di yala because nga je koma ke ba ta nyamena and then with all that UDP la kano abe kafol kono wonya so kamani nga fo balo fo bata ya understand and ke ba ko to ban fanal bo nyale men yala ka ko mi digete e men yala ko mo wol siol Jamfada Bakele Keba Kotobalu. With all that, similar 24/7, ya understand ka call what to resolve him be kela nyadi lewai first time no engamre tata diam kan no ya understand for chance di nyola over night time before the election. So anyhow come time can member get di wala nyenti la first diam lo nyenti nga kata menbe loring bantala bang menbe koroto bang alim be ya katanga kafu nyoma ngaje ka ko 2026 comme falendiro be keno la nyaadi le ni banko ka because banko molbe badar mbage Barota bitale je bi fala wero jindi ngabira dara mol bibele
atara another tapasiro another tapasiro abe UDP mole tapaska
aga tambira jela ma fala le ya de tabar modu wuru tawban men ala wero selendi la sino ata bita tata comme mo be siaring maybe diam lal be siaring comme wato waten katar jande si chance di no modo da no pour men yalo comme be selenare but the most important thing comme diamo bandale sai dogo
le sida de sai diamo bandale
no diamo bandale dogo wala tuta je sai ya la me social media comme mol be manke cliente mol fona de definitely ka mol jigele ka mol fu men yalo anna te defo ni be ka fu ne kuma ka ni ka ye ya understand okay bari amanka ka ko comme mobile bo nyale ya social media ya UDP Diaspora ka mo dijere men yalo ko woni ne bu ka yisa ferola andeni ne bu ka jere social ne bu ka diamo ya understand hani banna pati kono la e ngol kono la men yala ka ko comme ibijele ibu ka lon fa fonada tunu UDP la Diaspora mitino kada ya je ni da peje ya understand ya mutengale ale just but most ya baketale mon men yalo ko just like I said what hanipan na UDP kono yo bari bajala ka ko ko man ni gol kam men fo do ni tia tolin kilim bulati la tia ken do kono do
aga bele
ya understand yo ni be sole ya ka bay ci nyale so ba traila la comme si la bay ya mo bantan mo lu manene mo li ha kol boy di ñoy ya understand so mol kumani menbe palantero la fe ko comme na kono to naje ka ko comme nga falendiro ko in 2026 e wala mutta da wala long kangati wala ka de kabren e alota wa me 96 ani bikema ame fonyo handa boy ka wala naga energy soto kaje ka ko comme before the election wo be kaje ka ko comme ay la hido me di gambien ko la e ala palu ko na lafter ko kaje o changes nyingi so be mbulo ka funyoma e comme UDP as one nana naja ka ko falendiro ke
thank you El Gago Abaraka, thank you for your contribution. So let me go to just you and then I go to Abubakar and Mariama is also here. Yeah, anybody. Alhamdulillah.
Contribution about what you are saying. In political, in the back line. Aggressive politics, Abuka party market. Party so when we all tried and then they are Nakata 2026. The UDP government Kusada Zakuna. Because our colleague Alamantangala, they have movement the UDP win in 2026.
Yeah.
But if they lose, then we call about UDP a lot. Because because we have to prepare a program till Gambia. We start to share our programs to the Gambians, but in utterance, academic bagala sometimes, across the board. One thing UDP what they may understand. State Benyola. Sometimes they will use the state intelligence to provoke you people. That's called propaganda. If people fail to understand that intelligence, if you use they use a fake profile, thinking that they are part of UDP, while they are not part of it, they will use their games to play. All for them to understand. And then UDP starts to expel people from their party. They are outsiders. UDP, jump on UDP. Some people have to be expelled. They are causing UDP a lot.
I agree with you.
2021, 2021 effort maker. But aggressive politics back and forth, that's not important. Gambia may important. We want change and we want a good change. Life change in Gambia. People are very close to Jawara government. Enjoy that. We need a potential candidate or Kumara. But UDP, expelling it. Like people in Europe, we all make left in the title so long, but don't be able to no, they are just looking popularity, malam foya jeba because the made la mo la sel bring 2014 2013 mo freedom atel daga tra ye ani apply double you know aldan mi sa hanatra ko mo fa fota ni mo ma fo be rectify kaida la no yeah you akeda nyaaw you me fo is not correct you know let's all be responsible you understand moy bu kala fi badi mo tumi wala kana tumi no ramo ka melan ko you are not so then yeah see and in my UDP let's stop forwarding this useless message should melan ko audio melan ko with fangalo ko this is not relevant mo siya na munela it's not important why are you sharing the audio made nafa you know ikabula kelo lo ko melan ite ko ta win no why you involve yourself into that and it's ko lin dem for UDP ila model bije nandi la media control like people like Yakubo successively UDP Pantaba more recommend when we Europe or America or other more recommend idea UDP to anybody talking on behalf of UDP officially manta giam kan del boyala dabo nan tasina ka mo ko mandi outright I don't la ko ngani pa na party wala yes e be dam angal tere mo jella pay party wala
asiada fam
so ni mo ga see people like tangoli ke fam ko de UDP they don't want UDP ko responsibility da e ka diamu to like ni kada executive gain like a full ke bay ni mo le ba UDP post and they are costing them a lot ni ko contribution of they will not even contribute like $120 for it
ajibe ni fundraiser men minakala tem friends and how many of them will even buy ticket to go there at the CR
online warrior afo ko bukare femko lafta £150 aliadi mo la fon lafta ko la political la pour kasi online mo ka nyi jiftol melki e ko la soto ina UDP den ni men la fra relevant o ka UDP la ma o men la fra relevant o ka dabo la ma mo ke bula fe fay ke fana nga dia mo mi alan ko ay fayda soto ko ko diam ko ma da non ten la femko you know
okay abaraka thank you just you yeah
in a more fun video background like people like brother na why kasa eka mo kuma dika fay mo furingo come on bro ni accept another executive why are you calling him mo furingo UDP aggressive political member that we are part of it
okay baraka thank you Abubakar you have the floor because you don't be dropped tele malon you mala drop fe fon le drop to bon
so we konta musuro
baraka
you but I mean for the same thing the one of miracle bambo it's the right time so ndebe tela saselo because people need to communicate no in the neighborhood of the money you guys have to try and should go and go le diam and patinya go le diam ale committee set mele alongo wale internal control some people igana UDP use but they are not UDP membe jere to be give mention like ibela platform kini mandela nyame odo la UDP ya bere ato ya membere do la hajiro but nale committee set ngalo UDP go war nyanya me nda fola mo na me alonga internet do ko faham no if you do ya menge me alonga ko UDP to ko la me alonga membere ye won if you don't stop it aliata ya mari block ni ala kan do block killing fula saba mul be dala la 2021 election wala mbatandi and the same thing ibole kurkur gan ko de amango mo be kana me da wala ngalo sa ko me UDP sa ko UDP ko o mankia abiriata wo atinyata wo la haji de dan kurdo ate traji mule na isla platform no sabay no ne janja adabe men so la wala kuma da ya
okay
see ndege appellate and again ala trale committee set green chain ne wado de committee set mel ya ngo le batara internet ro ni monitor la mo yala yeje yaje ko ide UDP la sagi ani be diam go UDP ko wala ye nyininka ibe diam la nyimni ni to keno la ite be mo le sama la nyone wala stop using UDP if you don't stop it ne one killing flanjo be batra ni la account block
okay Abubakar thank you for your contribution
now you can sign say wole be makola pour election pour ngawi because mo last election ye video do film no mo le video do men tradi yango UDP ko la bari mo tradi yango wandi share be yango share de la ko mo le am UDP ko la because mo gameno mo jamanu no understand men diam da mande wa ko UDP ko la
Abubakar, thank you so much, Abubakar. Thank you for your contribution.
So, mbala happy mo ala try aliyo try bulunsa ale committee londe. Bon man kuma kendo for patio korodo ite bondi system ko.
Thank you. I've heard you. Thank you for your suggestion. Abubakar. It's a financial drop now, saying thank you. I've got somebody with Mimi name. Nah? Bejandro?
Ebari Musole.
Yalo sister kukule mbadane mela kumokundu. Even being program moment ngeje jane besa ferola. This platform have an agenda. Nga modolo je for Apple something long ha abe platform modole fo kanya kole agenda la shiri. Ya jende mana kan campagne la koto. Itelan jumati fo ka fo carry agenda la shiri just because one itel opinion man kili. So ni molo ta fanam ako UDP ali agenda la shiri. Ite bo
generation talks so
exactly. Yo kumo bele fo majang te na da place ni non la exactly. Yeah. Even Talib just because I'll only crime is I fly behind you. Equal another palace, you know, la patio. Can you imagine? Equal another after UDP use as a silent down. And some of those things are not necessary because being in more not a patio kono, ye palace they are organizing security. I write to the Pruka fly behind you. So the Maliana Kasiga, another UDP use silent down. So it means even like a mole bindi, Kamul silandi, Kajoin, but ni more not a stereotype, another. And until we want to be judgmental on people. Just like this guy who is commenting here at the seller platform today. Jama fake account like a table day. Abe sirin jang akaka baromos go lefon. I'm going to be very blunt. Equally agenda lessoto wall is they anti-UDP. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Italy all for equal anti-UDP. Okay. Ntenga menje. Yel opinion so ye diamo menke je kununtema agree with them and ni la modole diamota nga na opinion fire nin ko diamo ntema kontanala nga condemn but what is sort of nunjang but wol fo ngela time o dale ka baro castigate even do nga fo jana dole kanana ma nana nga mele ka fo boom jamia bi baro ye même fo gamien on ta accept la ya on sani and ka baro criticize even the opposition party dole bi ja wato sort of ja yen tolu UDP ngol batandi ba kene lundole programme ke wala ko yo ke jang sobea mutale fiji il platform wolonto la UDP ngol contantale wo platform la ko la andum bribe sobea fiji la fo woltale ni sobea so ndolla mol problem ni lungo mena ye criticize ite you are a bad guy nde man jiko le soto So be ni mo criticize iko amari mo kurumol but sama nai it because I had an opponent nema so you're happy with that we have to be consistent. So being Safoko, okay, yeah, menke, we disagree with them. But Kanafoko, they have an agenda. Okay, have an agenda. That's they are right. Maybe you have an agenda, you want a UDP government. Yeah? Exactly. That's an agenda. So ila di amo continent, don't la molla kukola da back.
Ika buri kasele dum kasela ngole fo ko alkana song iko mu buati ena ye
Dollar problem.
It's hard, but sometimes the more behavior like that is the more behavior in social media because and do not be funny mira kumakang fanan. Kumakang hadama de wanyante mira la baba kelebe men safela sigin saba ite jawol be sini be jibika ibe ni be safeka mo ba screenshot kane ba ma ba sa ite bi na mo na phone no.
Imagine boy men seleta jang ako ibe mengunu kanko okay UDP dole flabi ara nyile mawol neng but doya nyile ne anu tonyalom tefon brim boya faja iba ngunu kan dumale and maybe that is not even the thing but all because of the irresponsible behavior of some of these people online ndengaje ko nte wallahi ni momoy flabi ara UDP ni kuma for the me alon conseil murundi kango kanko tele nyim fo jam fine but mbe bulala ya nyini nte bulala no ma ke castigate ke kuma ni name lo just allow in fact what the UDP so to kendo la fle but UDP lon Democratic Party gari fo me alon amon me UDP sa fela na taning parti de fo be nyo so ka UDP dingol mom fem fa ya bula jey afa wo be UDP tole diandi la fa wa ko yandi la
because being more 11 be apply ko gambe no nyantal na ko
exactly
UDP man ke dictator party
exactly
movie is free to apply
yeah.
It's hard to say but no more from no call right now let's focus on 2026 we have a big agenda to do gambe be kaliar da ngani follow bondi nyato anyway ngegula ngini ra mumbe
kana command follow la de ifanam fele ba iba vole ka nen iba vole ya nen banta wale I will apologize for that okay ngabara mani ka woni mo ko mani follow le ba vole nen di rolo right okay abaraka thank you for joining Mariama Cham bismillah.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Sehu nge kontombake.
Enembaro.
Ngetin tukeja ya ni lamoila ni jubela lupe.
Abaraka.
Emba full congratulations for UDP la
Flavia.
Movement onying ibe minke ka ibe minka. Me congratulate la me UDP dingo fana me congratulate la waka. Sehu coming mbe kumamul bila kumaka wala moika. Nte tonya ngane ko dunia idara dawo de sa kendo study kurons beje
yeah
ase untama agrifen kiren la mi yalon ko ka fuko UDP dingol da maleka wala ka nendro ke baake ko bi wala ka nendro ke social media se ante la miro aninte la jero be dama aninga mon minelo se mu jama le de out of UDP mini yalon ke fanke UDP dingol lati pour moli e kamfa misal kambale nanan ibe yeta social media popularity se ko sedile la ye fanke ko mun ko to UDP dingol lati wo fanan be siari ne bake so for that being tol UDP dingol nyanta hakilo tulale ko bin my brother do be ko fara jang signing mbe watiro to sign me an ko be dia kindo wato redo mbe kamol ne wato mantara kamfa wato to mbe dia wato to mi yalon ko nyanta le kamol engage mi yalon ko ibe dalan kan ibe la falan kan andi be lalan na ko kamin fo wole be bul fana yo bani UDP mon mi yalon ko kan ndro ke nim ku funte to drop ikaje fole funte ne ba kuma bal fola na UDP dingol forma alinka ko investigate kendeke most of them are not UDP members, most of them. So iko okela purun tolda mali nga bulanyola tolda mali kamfanyola banku dingol fongo kamfan tol kamba mini manka UDP dingol ti I left tak na katedi la ne kamfan kamba so gambia dingo be nyanta hakilo tula wotori do UDP dingo nyanta hakilo tula wotori ninga mosi fa sute nyanta funtula la ka mari stop kai tandala ko imanke ibia ibe nyiminke ke manke UDP dimoti nga stop straight away ibajer ko mu jamale bino katila
but sister Mariama ni ñoo sabo membe parti ko no te wol manke outsider soldier wol mum fa wala molati
ha fa wala mol bari yalla ko se o bidi nyum ko master nga jël APS ko funtu tale di amuta NPP ko fo funtu tale ka fa ko UDP wol barakatale wol fenkatale wol to sonna tale fenkratende yalo no NPP ko lu moyle mini yalo ko funtita ibe bulaka talibla a corruptale amam betea boldo mo NPP ko lati life
but na molbe kono le mel ko wol share
ya ha butu wala mo UDP la
na molbe jere mel yalo ko fa wolu mol men ka talib kile wala safaro ke ya comment ya share ya post share aben na mol kono le
wala problem moti tul fangol wana nkafu dembe di amule jama nkafu ko alin kana bulan kana na de ka kangol tanga bulo bula ko na faram pa
yeah
nkatu wo fole always alin be di amula group kolo nkatu wo katu ndale kono alin am be careful alin akilotu mfo kumolto will be important la bakale nying election ning kana anyimbe kala number 1 in history of Gambia definitely so fonga kilo tubake ni mol mini yalo ko iben kono ibuka lo be diabla nyane ibuka ile kuma kawre ibuka control no alina kata bake alin funti noma sakatol min ka funti tenting social media to bake ke stop straight away andu na nyato kol fana ya akata ninyi sifa funti de funti kata bake diamu ni mole funti tana yin tilimbali ya kumol fotro nyato kol e funti ikana struggle ikana cool la fundi wonyama because ni one thing even mbedo kukendo minna o mbina bulal do kukendo me ko le batinya la bulli so adu manje no alawla I say o Gambia dingol patatale diaspora do mini bijang ipatatale ibatata diamol it for number 1 say who wati be nyim platform to wati be mol karandila wati be mol inform la say we defo batatale
mol badadal
so definitely so nim ite bo nyim mimbe kata contenting pa modu nyolo mu jamal ke fatu nyolo adin diam la ko tangol mol bukal moy est ce que fa sonia talaba woman sonia so mun nyantale kal moy ning altol fanay bini moy do alena street away aliya ko nem na nyaton kol fanay funtiya ko dem so nyanta wala so la na nyaton kol yi wol la moy kende ke andi yesiwo kan kende ke because ide mako la ne mako itul ben tol mako la tol ngetol mako ning 2026 te kala ko sonia no te
no ada sonia la
ga ning 2026 be abe kolia la back because mbele ba niol la dino te keno la domo te keno la moti fonyande la nin 2026 tambe tambe sam fonyande
maru
umin kana ko nyanto ko masal sayene definitely because Gambia ko be ko katanya men amanta na sone yare fere billahi so ga UDP dingo be nyanto understand le be wolo nga kata bake nga diamul fali nga diamunyal fali nga na actionul be change nga do ko kendo ke fana nga niola ube mako la bakele nga kata ngambulo dinyola nga molu nyini molu yako e papati dol ke ten kan nge sabana kenate ando nibe mo sabala kanate forcé buka mo nati de ne rolo mali kuma dina woda malaka mo nati no kala fe fanka so nimma woke ngamila ko ba kata kadenta katala da katala woto de nimme kuma ambitaka anora we rawle but ninga kata kadiamu di malke ka mol nene ka kuma kendol foy nimin nata ay kuma jaw fo do nga funta no nga fay ko kan min fo dende e manke UDP di bot la ke ba fa ya kata nimmi ya ke ya jude ba castigo min la le marika definitely ni wo keta sinya kilim fula e ba je mo be stop la
Abaraka Mariama, thank you for your good contribution. Abaraka Baki, thank you so much. Saying atam Mohammed ya jani. Mohammed ibi jela ba?
Ya si umavi.
Oh, yang fi yo okay, all of ngabuga laka all of kon.
Wow, mana nu mana santa.
Jere.
Wow, be pare de congratulate parti. C'est sélection amé.
Jere.
Man ma advice do UDP mo nekane comme nen def nanga to down. Nit da wara tone down tuti
Yeah, tone down. That's the right word. Yeah.
Yes. Because of there's only
yeah.
So for you definitely at nanka niti. Because of every UDP supporter, ambassador la si party bi.
Wow, Jerejef.
So you should try your best, di take anything. You muna si party bi.
Yeah.
Wow, di pusante niti trop, dafa ta niti rakal party bi.
Yeah.
Be pare manga advice party bi tamit. Nen try su social media yi ak su WhatsApp group bi. Nen try di ko control di xam ñu fa nekka. Be pare ñu select specific media spaces yu nga xam ne rek ñoo allow pour wax ci turi
parti bi.
waaw comme ne rek mu ubbi WhatsApp group di fa def nit di won leen ne ci turi parti bi dafa sonal parti bi. So fa ñu try ñu try su social media yi moom ñu try ñu def ci dara. dañ ci war a because of sometimes message du fa lay génn dañ de wax ci turi UDP fekkaat nekkuñu UDP sax.
Yeah, loolu dëgg la.
dafa sonal parti bi.
loolu dëgg la.
Man moom loolu laa am pour lu may wax rek.
Okay, jërëjëf Mohammed, thank you for your contribution. Ma léegi la anda Aja.
Hello.
Aja ibe ñaadi. Aja. Buke moy bakere.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, mbe moy kana sang. Aja malam fela ama yemo ñomi ngolti de buke moy bakere.
Albuka moy.
Sambe moy kan.
Nkal ko ite man yana kay la jaram koti.
Je mana atina.
Imbata ñame professional fen ko yore ke jaram ko dum ka professional.
Dol jara de ina ne mole jime man professional jaram ko kono.
Ari te kay. Ite ko ñobi ko.
Okay. Inimbara, welcome to the show.
Abaraka. Alhamdulillah, ni problem o ni ndiango be. Ngamira sila yanta banal dese.
Tonya nyanta banal sa.
Kati UDP. Mfawali mbulu bula mfawali kono ngatu ngapa.
Tonya.
Ni membe tonya fala. Na dami pale pos. Nafta ñi mele bota diamula e non fon dafa wala fo UDP ren mo lembe diamula so yala media ñenta findira fay yo mo kisi ye tombo ye lombe ni me findira mo fay mani na mo findi fola ye findi ya ye kondam ya so de man ko UDP toya foko pare ya start kam mo on start ke bay patio kon
mo jamale bo fokande bari amanke follow de
the problem on a cost la hali bay muli kayru so to da because idiamu tale ndi hakilo be nyinka biring mutuma ali nyim kubla ali nyim diamu bula sila yafu ko yafu ibu kalu ni dol findita e safero fonki ka jahali ka fere ni botem planet dimale fa ibu ka understand ni dol ni bebe nyina e manke dindolte keba koto wolle be nyinti limbal ya bela wolle mul bla ni problem do be dame ni memofo e man to nya dame ketal kende ke fa that sign kumole na together na ke kiloti ngalo na kelo ke 2026 ko se dame be pare ali ne
ba ke fande
ya ni problem mo mero leke ko iba fara ko atulla social media mune bije
merol fo jahal tele ko
ikolo fo mune fitina UDP fo be caring hal ko nyaadi le ngamo e ko fen ko woto ala Facebook ko to
hani nyominga merol fo na yalo ne mo Facebook di
me do e te ko bilay fo lafta kumbola moli UDP kan le se da ko nyin alfan ye UDP kan so nyin di do nyante hallon nale ibe diamlo nyam
tonya
ngai yo kan nga ye mol lati nan ko
yeah true
bari te kasi ibe mol castigate la ibe ko bo fala mol ibe mol hasla bayda mu jumale foka pare moli ko mo fole meri yalon ko kita tinyaro bar hani sai dol be sa fero wala ne
je hani sai ba kan ne
ani bifa dol be sa fero sai quand même ko coalition no hay pour yeta njile ta ida mawle ngamule jaya sa fe akuma I 4 people like je 4 names
okay pour your coalition okay without UDP okay democracy lo momo la mira nyalo rek ba defana mega la mira
nyalo wo kay gum tonya par gambia be ko le amel wallahi gambia no ala ke ala ya lena be na together ngai baro bondi baro another 5 years ese wo be kala kubale ti
nde mbuga ko fo mira no fa mbuga ko bar ke ba bi jande de ke ba mo mor balde ako barote tel next election barote winna ke ba ya fole de
ko le fode ala ma ala yoki
amin ya rabbi
wala famu banko la kairoti because say hadin tol membe tubabu ba feel kan because ni ka 200 pound ki say be 300 le kila o 400
tonya
ni mena parents will be je kam ma ko yoki bi simenti boto da mu jole ni ko ngoda ti say janni baba na lola okay ta 5 years le kul bebe kola yari gambe mol be mira de la balwol ni tata gambe fidi da tata nyin Senegal be siloka wallahi ni wuruta wala ye do ko soto inni o katora le fo ye fido me fonke buke fa enjoy no because I kam menje ni e mira wo time mo be gambia o sifal tije bar mu ne kanyin beke ni o sifal ni aje banko kam kola yale bije ko ni banko kola ya fe kala musolle
tonya
so gambia ngafo mafo bar kola ya be gambia re duwa be fokam mo be sofaka because ni te ba di ma do mo kay ne bu ma so abine dani la ko lale do mo ite yaaje dindol bobu ite ka boy ka atala ka do boy ni dingol bona dingol be sirinje ni mo ken do ti be ko mandira ya fa alna ngana do o e bolo bi ya sambe
keba mala jumale mute mi amere fon be from mute bang jumale keba mute akala devices keba ngamere fon ale mute da on mute from your end because tell me mute jam sorry go ahead
so be na together nganyim fitino bang nganyim diamo bang kumol fotale mel ma nyanna fala parce que mo yo be en fayin koma ngana ngajibe solution wala be baro bondi la nyame moli campaign nga findi ni diaspora to membe naka nga tiketol sang nga finti mbeta nga ta
korebe da programol attend up
ning ala sonta inshallah
okay good
ana ale besi of da membe nyojala
inshallah baraka bake aja
Allah madiyata ala baraka
okay baraka bake aja thank you so much ila contribute keba sabali ngamba be rejoin nale because maybe allow network or thank you so much nyomingo man technology lo mbali ngejindi thank you janime modol tala keba sabali let me bring you back again let me bring user malam foyte be la fra diama keba bismillah sambe moy kan ya ila network hol tala no sambe moy kan
okay se wongi konton bake na UDP di be konton kebe tentu ke jayi bi lungola
ha
bi nsewo tabake nte keba sabali andun sonta ko momo mu UDP di ngoti bi nyanta sewo la bake bi fanan UDP history kende ba safe Gambia politikoto
tonya
kabrin so manda mbatata bak molbe kumandila karobe la mbedo kudula fango so lafta prunga ji do kudula
e ke call mo be clearing
molu la dia molu siata molla kumonko alinga demokrasi bula
ay tama tonya
ali dia mu kari nyoli ikana nyinkal dia mu kari nyoli kungo fo molu membe lori iko lafta ke flag biarati ifo ila right
lomde
ninko alinga tanga molu manene ikana ila right exercise bi munebe tarafu la patioto
e ba fola la nga stage management
mune atina molu kasila demokrasi na mune atina molu kasila tonya tamandola mo manyane sila tonya tamandola ninga tare ibila kafola sartoluka
tonya abaraka keba
kabirin kunung birim molbe kumobe fala tetula lori nyin ko le kanko UDP dingo be right so UDP patriotole itebe dame nin anata patiola internal politics la na right le ofanante ko na constitutional right mu nyame ka ndake na bankola ko to ka carte fay molu mandali ko lu menna ni na talinge karang ngam fongo sembendi na constitutional la birimbe patio register la fenne safeta ko patio lon kan ngol mu men
abaraga
nimbe patio la lon kan ngol kan manyen na kijo e fara andu mo manyen na ye treatment o sambaje minni wo luwalu ni sarte kan manta
abaraka
ntetem fango bondi no law democratical principle kan na wole enjoy ni Europe banko kan niaje ntenga banna banko to nata mbe sirin jang woliye wole ke wala tinna jan diata woliye wole ke wala na jan ka fo jan tilinta banko tatanya
tonya
hanning atara ko membe kering amutela disadvantage leti imman na jela ko po manke right kata safeta ko UDP nim flag biara wato sita wolu melle ko sa safe
tonya
barakana muruna molu le fanankan min yalon ko memmu patie dingoti walel kela moto boy lafta menna ando mobe ko atondile mobe te la finola mo kilingol bar nin jamaaye memfo wala ka fola sarte kango bi UDP dingoli wala ke mbe Amadou Sane tentula ka jeyi ala kango kanko alafta menna kayitande banko dingol lako nyimben le lafita
tonya
mbe sapula bori esture la ko ay menke bi kalo alon kanko nda fana mu parti dingoleti na right so le ka fo lafta nyina andu mbe exercise lale to the end fani molu madi nga ba H.E Darboe nga tentu kajay alalon kanko la kaje ko nda fana mu parti dingoleti ko parti dum dol be nyame laftale kanyinke anno nga tutalo sarte kankan fo parti dingol ya decide momo ni application o dunde ila right lam nas kafo kamben kango wala be safaringe
tonya
tay nim momo te lafta kututela andu ite mu motibe patiela kono pour ka makato bay ila keno felelare gambia dingo be kaka fritela ye decision o londila ko itole jikitam men nako nyinam nyin sanna la carte final la membe kele la flak biarat alla keno fe alla keno felelari pour aller makato bay alla keno felelari pour aller quand même fo ali fango to kalmu menti amakate bay do fele abe feneri ngatolle say nimme yalon ko tonya te barakatal andu ila fta nyim patiella I quand même fo wala beto ila keno felelari
tonya
alinga tulungo bula nga nyone ngobula alinga sobe ngani masakunda jawo bo fankan bitem pa tondile sehu mbota pa modu bo janna programme ole la moyla keba me ka fay keba fati abe molu kono le menne nyim patio register ya bute ya nyabete ya
wala nga
ku ka fenja ay camera nyati wala ala lune to ba ko ale ngele chamon bridge yambumbe rola nyi nyato to yate nyate tawolun amen nu fata yefo wallahi ay molu tofo ko men ye patielo nga konti wallahi membe lakira wala siyata membe dunia ko le fana ya wuli wala kama bang foli ya wuli nyine kama be patielo ko iko lafta patio me gambia kana ko wala patiola nemo e tara lakira albesi la nyinke balu bebe fala ite yin nemo sutla ko ya wuli men kama prae kenya le siso kon kama
ko kala ma si bolete
alin kanan fango fel wa in kanan na alfal fel jumale ben tol kono jang men fe ba man baraka fa man baraka ko ta jang woto say munan nan ka fu wandi alfal e ko man baraka andu woleli yati netebe bi men kono wosotota woleli site yemira ko alinga patiolo because dictatorship le nata jang ma wuli wo kama may independent wuli wo kama wolle ka wuli ika yekelo ke yebute ye dol smokati ye dol balo be fran ye dol faye sambalakira nyimma sakunda jawo membe ko barola nyimma sakunda woli na siu wo masakunda jawo no hani kabe mambo kilinge me samba ko kasoro minyo ke fintita commission nyati kontele nyin ke ngake nyulunga ngani mari sitile nga fole bula kangola nga bute nga prokuntu hane kabi o ma sakundale be sirinten ngo min nyanta nyaajo fitala wolel be sirinten hane kabi mamo ko e mo chitindi wo wolwa kurungo me dolu soron tilimbali akan wo ma sakunda kilingo me na ya foko ali wolwa e bo nyimbanko kan memoli nyini ka moli e kanko foko lua jumale lafta men e hayna siri man fenkeje wo ma sakunda ko ngol be sirinte nyaba lan kacce balu tonye ntoliye muneke nin ke bali e ke nin toliye wala kenu bi sinyi ma sakunda si fatran tol nyaade
hani
nimba ko jarta nin ke bali e menna na taran tol fane wala kenu bi ni si taran nin den kilo ni ko mo fala jamba
hani
gambia di wala linga sofa alinga makato bayi alinga talin labai bonna jikoluto niaje baro fo nya dum tanda wallahi ntolla ntolle nyimbe sa ngo nimme ano etela yirol ko to jana baro te mansala gambia ko tanke yalon kayim fali to mando dol camera ko nte mu falo nte faltide al man na fal yalon andu nyama mambu ka boro kesemi baro te kala after 2026 nimmen kela funtol sitir wala kama ko barole be kala president ike fangale nene barote kalati sew ate kalati alinga wulinga na banko fasa
keba imeda nyi kumo folale covering for the past 6 months iba foka
la tam fangale nimme malle fangale te ta sinya jana bari nte la
keba NIA SIS la briefing yemendi barola. Maybe Nipareta will explain that here. So, but it man giki wala wala men fokan is nonsense, right?
Iba kuma kensen fol wala ni mo bebe fule killing abe mune fala fa ma wala kaya jamela.
Ah, hold on there.
Kaya jame man si jam akate ta campaign la because he has informed. Baro kan wala kuka ngo sew ni me malana ko alu ngote ba 2026 te ba la lu membe cartel kontina.
Aha.
Même fang muto nyati yalon ne ba ani baro fanga yalon ne ko atet na lo ta te ganyela anda understand bari nata ya filindi ko ya jamme filindi nyame ali ngam pare doro ngalon na banko e ndema fo moesi yela finin ko tete ifallandi fito kono gambia mun tolle la banko te gambia di ngol le a decide andu abe wala nyama man tara farte kuma fola ku kanyan dulala bala mun ali fenne je même buka bamba
hani wodi ofentije fo man satalla la sembode
fentije ngo muna na tela la konka ko ngome fali fenteke hey li famo fen sta politiko de nimmen ko tete criticize la ila duno sikayeta nte ke ba sabara li criticize because nte man perfect and nin mem man tar ku killing tonya pray kuma forma anyanta criticize la I reason only for bar nin men ko tete criticism moy la woto fonyo politiko la
tonya
bar nin diro wodate politiko to alkana H.E Darboe jahalindi alkana UDP
abada yamaro fongol la say keba every day amo asemolo yamari every day nyin keba koto balu dole be ni la musolom ala bi sunu si advice every time fo ñun bu ko malu ñin fon la bam nte keba
andun do be je mol quand même fo attendez le sehu yalo mo jama fanka yinde ndro fanka mol buke tolom fan jumal mol ka jahalle jumal min and dole fanan ka tare kono hani patila membership card fonte bu yale kam wala fango bayi me yalon ko abe registering as a member in your club or in your society or in your party dole mu party supporter so let me yalon ko fe malon jumal lolu fanan fa bi je wol manke party member ti e katale doro e fang mabo party to ya ko me internet ay na musone inte believe tala ko manke UDP UDP party
to ya ro
ba adiam ko UDP to ya na bari bi muruta kan na kuma da man hanya te na because ate menke ate audio dinante la musola telephone
kila musola mo phone or samra ma kite phone
exactly bari bi nga kuma da te intela number suke abuka sonna na telephone ta andun ten mun tanen na mbaya marla dron nga mun kela wara afonya ba wara ni lafta kan nem fa on directly bari bi ya mo ke nga audio kiaye lebu ngala na ta gilti le sehu nenyi boy kamane ne njamen ko nga hekatu foten ninten yalo ne ko nyuka ke kawat nyolati woto do ka do nen nam so fangay audio kay ni ke ba sabal jete na alota akay meje da kay bari membe borabe dun na fito ko to muta ay lon nen nam so lon jiwo wana felem bulja ni ngay busa ko kom fotela
ya keba fo jamburu ngol because ibrahima sin la fana ka kurfe ñoo fayde
sehu na boxing ke na karate na ke jang na mo fong be train amanje kon tele ke be no de don ni woli mbusan ni mbor babita na ke jamale non pe na kelo le men de ke dingan tolo na man kelo ke mfan sunkula moli ni ka men be Helsinki jang billahi wallahi na kelo men ka jang ndaba no lo bar na kelo
because lan songo faranko afara ni baro nani baro be ndawulo kono baro ba kula bayna lan songo
wallahi sehu matara sapula kelo aja kelonte mola ke yati bari na kelo men be ka ke wandi mola na tere be mo tonyela na tara ni resi solbe kula warante ngalo ngakelo ke ngolu ke bak anu waram moy mo tonyanyal nena ma kala muta ko ngakelo ke mfangola kuwa bari nena ma kele ke ngame lose folo birina tolo anda manje kon kanna ke yala kan kulade nganna bolo kan ton kawle kan ninte nimmo boy tan kan buka sila bari memu alinga nyone ngo bule do nen ni na nyabe nyole tanen
wallahi
andu yaje ke fulala nyono mu menti wala le nyo kurtanyo wala le nyo boro na tara ko ibe hani tale ye momo jabe kelo la ke bor joran kama wonta kele lati o man fatiya o mu kulalti ini modun tanyo e kaja kabora kata do ko nyiri jana kata neo chika jana kabo jana wonte kele lati ngamo busa ko tanyola ako mole ayem busa kabo le ka hani abulola ako billahi wala ba ka hani abulola
ke ba sa nyunude audio sa nyunude de na ko tek audio to because silala ko be kurpeji ibe kurpeji la so anu la burana fana nga kurpe nyokal de no minister ji ima airport la fa kurpe nyofayla
ko chokili ne ben tol bulu nimbe feala sate kono sate ko to nga fa je all village nimmo nyola dre ka fole ngaben all village andu boyol da malaka taraje o bere kankan kono funkulare mbalaka seide
Ninkeba Pareta, I have got a briefing note from the government of the Gambia to some of their agencies in regards to their reaction to UDP la positional. And this report is Intel report. One of my sources just sent it to me. I'm going to analyze that on Bantaba and how they are seeing the 2026 election in Gambia from the government's perspective. But of course, this is Barrow government, like Keba Menfo. They will always say something negative about the opposition. We should expect that. But it's good that we share that information with you guys. Shouldn't tell Finansalo how we should prepare ourselves. So go ahead, Keba Nila Diamobak. I'll go into that analysis before Kata.
Nkana je ko ni manken to la do koti nkana bilemo la Gambian kol damakan alinga wuli 2026 seat ado kulungu billet na flag biara lo ngalo min tole mun na bankot momo isi menkeno alinga lo ngoke nganyo to nyangobula
abarka bake keba sabale mbadi ngola bega naka YouTube line banta balambe Facebook, TikTok and YouTube. Dole be call to user 461. User 461. Okay. Atiman diamu maybe faster let la makalam tabam. User 461. Okay. I'll drop you then. Okay, thank you so much, Gambia. Thank you so much, Mormon Joint. I am going to have a very serious discussion right in the next couple of minutes. And Line Bantaba, we don't Satan just because we want to say it. This is a very responsible platform, and we thank the people who are giving us information. And these people that make information, they are very credible. They are not playing counterintelligence on us because we are smart enough to understand those who play counterintelligence. And so, Allah Barakabaki, thank you so much. Today, UDP Ala Flabiera said the government obviously had this news. And these are some of the internal reports. Maybe they don't want us to get this, but it all from within themselves, there are people who don't like the government. So what happened is, they gave some bullet points to the government, and they are trying to assure Adama Barrow that likely he will win the next election. This is the intelligence network. Okay, there is one point that Yamanefo, Eco coalition is likely not to happen, the grand coalition. Okay, Eco. Their worry is having a united coalition will give Barrow the run for his money. And when they say united coalition, they said all opposition coming together. What the government should be wary of that. And they are advising the government to do everything to stop that from happening. The reason why I'm being read Kanjam, because our job is to try to spoil their things. You know, make information on this so that the opposition can also counter Barola Molbe Menkeka. So they are worried because already the rhetoric in Gambia is more contending. Cost of living is high. The stakes are pretty much against the Barrow government in terms of Bankobe Kolari Nyami. And they know the diaspora voices are so, diaspora people are not happy with this government. And diaspora influence on the government, on the situation in the Gambia. So the salary money what a cohesive unit and act together as one block. So like to Mankoto come together. But the state intelligence have said that's likely not to happen because of the arguments within the opposition. They are basing their rhetoric on that. Because that is one box that they tick. Because the likelihood of a coalition happening, because the possibility is slim. But we can prove them wrong. That's why I'm saying we should counter it. We can prove them wrong and say, no, you are saying this is not going to happen, but it's doable. And opposition obviously is in ANO together. We just have to put our egos aside. We also have to respect Kanyambe and Tekitiji. United Democratic Party is the biggest opposition party. The other stakeholders have to understand that. We have to put the egos aside. We have to put egos aside that this person is more competent than this person. This person is the one who should lead the coalition, blah, 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 particularly with opposition. So your intelligence, and I tell you guys, the intelligence watches us. They follow TikTok, they follow. The rhetoric that they hear, that's with them to make the conclusion, the likelihood of a unified coalition is almost next to nothing. That's why they said, Barrow, you are in a pole position to win. So what they are saying is the position may be fragmented. There is a possibility that there will be a coalition, but it's not going to be a unified coalition. So they are not worried with a coalition, but not a unified coalition. So the worry is Barrow should be very worried when there is a unified coalition, because the resentment within Gambians, come 2016. In fact, they used the word replica of 2016. 2016, Grand Coalition at Adam about giving Jammeh a run for his money. And this is what they are telling in reaction to what happened today. And these are some of the information that is filtering through. So the government should be wary of a grand coalition when the whole opposition come together on one umbrella. For example, rally behind H.E Darboe, because he is the flag bearer of UDP, and UDP is obviously the #1 opposition party. We have to give that to UDP, whether other people like it or not. So what they are saying, that likely that is not going to happen. That's what the intelligence is saying. And they said if that happens, then Barrow will have run for his money. So they give a 2-scenario situation. So opposition, let's be careful. And this is why there should be urgency for us to come together. And in IGB, I don't normally agree with them, but obviously it's common sense. United, we confront the status quo, the better our chances of uprooting Barrow. But if we are just fragmented, then it's going to be a tall order. You don't even have to be an intelligence officer to understand this. This is basic common sense 101. But the intricacies of this coalition, that's where complex it is like. And right now, it's going to be hard work because the opposition has to start moving towards a direction. We have to engage people. We have to start talking to people. And this is what the intelligence network, these are reports that they don't want to leak from the system, but thanks to some people who are within themselves, who probably are sympathetic to the opposition, who actually share information with us for us to share here. So wala nambe advocacy ke kanko alenga domandong ndol opposition wala nga bula nga bay nyo bayndo bula neka di topalante di hulu. It's ugly what is happening on social space. The people of the opposition ika dagal wudi nyo kama the kalimol file nyo kama. Intelligence is watching all this, and today that's why they advised Barrow that he is likely to win 2026 because of all these happenings within the opposition ranks. And it's happening even in the social media. Oppositional dawa nyo attack la jana. Platform it's all ugly. It's not pretty. An ugly scenario happening, and we think that we can win the incumbent when we are fighting among ourselves. Yes, the opposition, the government can afford to fight within themselves because they're already in government. That's why it's ugly whenever I see scenarios like this. We try for decorum to happen. All this brouhaha that is happening is they're watching it. Okay. That's why Alanga Domang, and I'm talking to and so these are some of the reports that we say. If you believe in it, salam. If you think it's nonsense, take it as nonsense. My duty is to share the information with you. And the biggest mistake we will have is to underrate Adama Barrow. Dole be sino la platform oto malum jumalum. I'm not quick handor the platform di. Atene person has gone off, but somebody was dole be sino la no. A jointer abe sino la mba kirimbi ka moikan, and that's not nice. So ni along be sino la, don't join Bantaba. Yeah, so let me go back to my panelists having shared this information with you. Anytime we got information, this was a swift reaction to what happened today with the UDP selection of Fadiara. They are monitoring. Ali Barrow, he just went past our Manjai Bureau because they are religiously monitoring the development in UDP, because UDP is the powerhouse in the opposition. Whatever happens in UDP, the government religiously follow it. They monitor the situation, but they are also watching the opposition. They know what is happening. They have infiltrated. They have even got agents within the opposition ranks who are even monitoring us whether we like it or not. And they are now paranoid that a coalition in the making could give Barrow a run for his money. But what they are saying, they have advised likely there will not be a grand coalition. So it's now for us to prove them wrong, because it's only a grand coalition not a sotola. So it's our job to prove them wrong. So that's information I would share with you guys. So let's go to somebody. What are you doing?
No. They don't sound bad.
Okay. It night operator. They will get you now. But when I see Bantababi.
No, we are mashallah.
Ha.
Then at a solution we not we unite like Burkina Benjamin, or we unite like, let's say, Congo Benjamin, or maybe, let's say, because unity them are now Gambia, I will in
Tonya.
So we are not, we don't have a problem. You should put up Sonyoka, but it's still a leading system. You might be leader because being a new killing the Nanataka combined.
Don't let a noise make. Ibrahim Gassama, item balalabong. Ibrahim.
I'm moderator side control.
Mbatunga a mute bang. Yeah, I think it's muted now, so go ahead.
Yeah. So now, because facility side, Gambia be facility in Paris, na faso kurang leben kono. Di ba del niente kono fara kurang bi je wol be kono. Ni do kono jibe kurang bi je wol be na be kono. But sai na kurang ba jar le ngade wol ka compagnie ka. But sai jumal be tambila. This is the problem.
Eti amela jumal nyanda tambila.
Well, ni Incumbent da fele do ko.
No, afo jamu democratic platform la, your opinion of it.
Ndenga ni today. Today, ba fele ko Usenu Tambi as a vice president.
So you support Usenu Tambi as a vice president?
Vice president.
But it was so bad, Alabama.
Yeah, they can so be a poop. And what I'm going to say when so be a post. Nala more clear than Yellow Usenu Murundi. So be a.
But yeah, so be a gold or narrative puzzle because
this is the problem. Then you do this on that. Do you to do Fanata, you to so you can be the thing. Well, this you never can put me on Robert Tambela because Nyanda Baru Sukila. Basukila Yadil, Caribona yellow camp, Caribona blue camp, Caribona grey camp, Caribona pink camp, the Kafunyoka. But be every party member in a party of wala yellow kaburi balajato. So we fed up Talibari nin kafuta nyoka bimbe Tambela. Or selection or promoting.
But yalong kachale ko be samana. It's a kachanole. And in fact, I began to complicate because Fatu Joe Mane is part of the race now. Abe Warakan Afanam La Foloka Abe Lola le President Yala. Sister Marisok BJ, Doi BJ, Tabora Mane Fanam BJ. Oppositional be Kafuka Nebo. Yeah, the intelligence in be analyzed. Yeah, Foko Iko likely the Kelano killing.
Fatu Joe Mane, who he's infected right now. Because at one statement about the tribal line, it will distribute everywhere. And none get a UDP ballot at the UDP problem.
Oh, I statement all about on tribalism.
Yeah, because now dia muta political kola and nakita UDP ballot at the UDP quality general. Because I felt for me and Kodala as UDP weak knowledge.
Okay, what about social media?
Yeah. So I think that Bundila Jeleno, I love for Jana. Coalition will be topotola. We have to organize it in a very gently way. More will be there in a statement among coalition who need. Anyway, Ninga Kiji, funding only coma. But it's no front line.
So if a coalition will support somebody.
Well, not fed up on him, fed up Takaimo. Conco, Olebula for coalition, no Conco Gambia.
Okay.
An insecurity system.
Okay.
Well, support it.
But money be mutaring at all more bulu sobea.
Well, until sobea side, we don't deny. Until Mammo reject Mambori Mola. Anybody can come. Na top head also to Milan go to live responsible when Yatonka Walla. Yung tol mu just kumano lalati daron kantar lalta, you know, tol mu sula kantar lalati mo ko be na firi fe oti nyala ma kurtu se mo foji. But me amanke oti kay mom. Nde I personally wallahi useni tambi esa bulano.
Okay, good suggestion, somebody. Momo Lala Hakilon. Thank you for joining, Bantaba.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, ngata Dembo Kamaraya. Dembo?
Broda nge kondong na kuma kumata no bu yudi pinta ko la sebrata bulo werenden pourquoi les sono ye bulo ya pation bele ni min nyande be ha e bulo be man bulo e me bulo soro mo o man ke bide ko any platform ngen daro do ngola ko ko UDP ye bulo ye la pation bele e man dudu mo la ye bulo werende mo bele okay tango nda jamo bilanda do mbada tendi lamba jayila almaso simani jade kenda harje kero wala nimmu banko kulati yala ko hanama dingo alnen pa biyo nga horwa yaja biri ya sele ningada gambia banko kan akote mo be male UDP manje pati ndinde gambia banko kan wodo alinga na banko je na tonya fo na lato ngata lato na du ngene na ne robla nimma la fi baro sije broda said li ninte ko mo banda ba mo nyaako na jibe to nyala de ngam min jeng ko ko ida yaka ko mata bot min bije akoda gambe de ngoli be male UDP la parti anu bawsen wata wala no dero so wala ngade wala bawsen la jamaat jeng kam ko resta bi risalan de la fanfano kada ja ngada ko 5 o'clock so baru ni hadama dum masatla ka hadama dum jo ingani yonna na tare so no biga atele da yepembe hameje atela akide yude bwa usen na konnante ya mo jamal sondo mo ko naja adun kany ko separate
ala konnante ya be mo jamal sondo mo ko how do you mean
wala e ka kindan ni dam berdo de tentoro de ni tiktok ko na jande ngo sa na telephone ko de kata ko 5 o'clock suba akonnante ya be mo jamal al nga bonni jangana banko de nka pala se banyem pa be nim ma nyaaji opita nim banko be sisi la tamala every time kay
but he just won a primary with a good yeah so
I nyaaji opon ni nyaado nga video tag la den page ko no ako mo kana monde wudi be kan dingolo ali nga mo nene na kana nendrobe anda kuma yata bare se wanda ko danda ma yudi be kan no mi ala 100% pour avoir nous mon ndang ha ma bhagalol ma weka bubuka mo des lo gro kele wala de bari be ko dal kilin kuma ka milika boy ke murundi wala kan bar bawsen ya ako mo kana mo ne ni ne adele mo ne yana pati ko ni miliarda ali
yalo my brother ye inatale ko ete buka okay dole be ko kam malo jumalom malo foy fangolom ba because ñun dol be mute rin okay yala ina rajane ko ite mutonya ikatonya le fo buka ye eko ka bone fangolo side le malo monam yeah imagine mute stop that so yeah dembo ko buka sala tonya fo la but niko ya fo la dia moto le ko nendiro buka ke nga molle murundi kamol kam nde man so wala la tawle fole man so won jela yalo no mbade nga advance yalon ka mo castigate ka kajafi ka kuma kan moome yalon ko nay kuma moy fonga sa barandi woni nendiro la difference mo nete mawti
ya mo kuma kan ko mo min sa mo barandi amanke ya ne bar kuma yalo man ne ka kama dinkata man ne ka kawa dingata le de ibe ko mo fala mo mi ala ko jann kabura da nyina la kuma kawala na ida kido ba parallel fa yelo sunga
ha bari Mr. Camara ndalla problème o fo mu menti ni mo nata ay nyinindiroke ngamera wodi amo manyana siala bla nyinindiroke de isa fo marié ne ko itele nyim foja bara man nyana derla kalima dibindingol la okay ni de mari fana be la candidate support la amanjere nyi candidate do put down ya fo nyi candidate do ma is not winnable nyi candidate do buka fenke na molla kule siata bo sifa do fo modo sa jenale ko ibe juduna ya kumole fo la mariye ha kare buka gagner kare na manan gagner. I'm just touching both sides and abemo UDP lati ya understand wa kalemol fota janne ite be la candidate do support la candidate do support dorom bar kana jutuna ya kumo fo nyi candidate do e nyin don fona ya nyini ay kalimol fo amanya na kalimol men fola bar na ay kalimo fo anata fo ka ba ya fo ay ko bari tele nyin fo jam amandere ka bulala ite be tenne ite fo ngo ngere be commandera nemje be bulala la ko la nyinen tol la ko tinya manyalo very ugly ay mol fo mo silandile fo mo say ameta fo la fam ya
ngalla ma ben pe joko na ko mo kan nen dro aboy na mol ni pour yana kongo ga pati yoko no andalo ko ko mo yalti ko madal you understand bari yalo kanol fara da yammo do kan kuma be kuma nya pa ay askono mol jisol mankile dol jisol be bulite le to nyalo mammo sembe dia pour yana ndiri galante ko mo sembe bu yambe jana sandi ken landu bar mo ta fala ko nganden wala sambulo wul ni jaw 100% wala mbaga pambas mbaga sala platform be to politique wala karola yani mbe sel ngala kuma ko la moyle fa necessary no kuma necessary na and since that here me for is agree and disagree but am manke ye kuma ye mo ne am bedia
dembo so menkata party yokono ni wato kabri ni flag bi ara ko start ite ya ni nyandele fo ya jaw yandele no, Marvel Talbeka on both sides.
On both sides, because Alpha Nina Mofulo Dundano, the India Diabuite. Ndiye bele kanyandi ibeka ibemu pati dimoldi yenyanto soro kalo plan bela but pati oleje wala nko Alpha kujalo suwa kono fo India diam.
Okay.
So ndebe bele kanyande mammo fisani modi ibele kanyantanye bari na padula sa because alfa ni ka ni ko na de la korda ko ko pin diam so ma usen alma ala atam mindi imaja bi ala atam mindi alma ngaso sim ala aso sim ala ni jade ken ani harje turmo
amen ya rabbi
mari na ko ko wala bal ba ko ndala amindo nim pa bio nim ma nyaajo fida nim ba ko be sisi la atamala
yalo abaraka bake realistic. If you are brave, come up here and have a conversation. Okay. I don't. No. Number two, yellow fake account, but there are human beings behind this fake account. They are not just showing the identity. But look. I don't want to be. You listen. Let's not act like idiots. Okay. I said here, Nendu Kumakamo Dobiji may not be Nendiro Barakamo Barandile. For Manica Kamaleba. Barandil Kumon Yafamo, you are telling me bring proof of those insults. Kumakan Dolbiji Niafo Moyaka Dimile. Hanasema Marine. And Amari will never take those things. Akijoka Forale. Can these people not accept things? Okay? So nga jere ko ila kumo blandi.
Okay, ndemo mimbola alma isola simala jade kala plan mol ke la moyle akumo. Abaraka. Pabi alma ada so simala jade kende harje firmo alanda ban kunyama tanko sutura ala bul alma ala ajinda kay alma dina momo me padi do alma ala tekere do ko deba ala ko
Abaraka, thank you so much. Thank you. Dole be noise sama nankande. Okay, mbari nga drop. Jumale be noise ke ganjang. Okay, mbari nga drop. Sorry, guys. Okay, didn't be kumbola to join that. Okay, Dole be Ibrahima Gasama, you're here. Immortal Nankoteka, I did call you. Okay, H.E Darboe, you dropped telephone. H.E Darboe, you said I should bring you up. Yes, Madam, but Mama moderator. Keke, no, go ahead.
Barakabake Sehu, content contribute in a life to be. Ntebe men fola dorong mbe daniro men kela United Democratic Party dingolu bela wala mu nyenti let's bury the hatchet wala nyenti men tambita ngatu koma democracy tamata bi United Democratic Party ba usenu tombon ka murunde ka kanna flag bearer for 2026 so woto men kumayata wala nyenti ko especially in the United Democratic Party la funding kewlu ndebe men fole wala mu nyindi nyin carte fayo 2026 funding kewlu la nyanta ka victory di United Democratic Party la
true
nkana tara siri na social media handle to mbe kumolu fola kuma balu mbe kumolu fola membe modolu dimila mbe kumolu fola membe bari ntolu nyanta ka ke nyanyi ni lala tin tolu nyanta ka ke kele lalel de kaje ko na banko sula ta falingo men na ngaw falingo sampuno na banko la nyambe nyanta kala foot soldier so leldi nko nteka memfo bi ni momo diamu tan kam memfo e wala mu nyinti ko kabula motolu kono moto jama modole itela asein kan modole kamfan ila fo ko take dro aka modole kamfan andu ngaje ko sai men nyanta ka ke wala nyinti ko men nu tambita nganyina wala nga ferol katambe murla mo nyoka nyaadile nga ferol landi mbe no sondo mo nganyaan wala nyaadile nga muru nyoka ngaje ko na nganyol mo bente ngawo tambita ngawo sotondi no banko because banku di yamu menti wala mu nyinti ke fa mo nyininka nta simune kenon na banko it should not always be banko simune kenon te bari ntolu nyanta ka mune ken na banko e Gambia funding kewlu bi because bi do kunta yamembe Gambia dingol funding kewlu kam bebe boring akalamal ayatin nan na dindingol kunun amang karosi jang na funding ke jillalu boyta ba ko no murutani banko kam because mune keta imam hopeless in that country imam balunya sahayar ngol soto in that country bi ni tata Gambia fitino siata banko kan sunyaro siata banko kan munea sabundi because funding ke ka jikram modu nundo Gambia college nimol gidaje directly you are a sort of employment bari bi ka ji Gambia college ila parents wol ka kodo joyeta Gambia college ji Gambia college man sakunda te do ko dino la ka kati jati karam modu tikalbe mankirin karam modu nunu be mu fennaliti men ni ya lonko nyinyanta Gambia funding ke wol be energize le kaje ko na banko problem wala soto problem o me ya lon ko nyanta ko problem o solve andum be nga wuli ngaje ko ba usenu musolu ta sambala state house mota sambala state kebal ta sambala state house ngol Gambia funding ke wala ba sambala state house come 2026 andi aka coalition ko men fanan fo wo fanan mu fenneti me ya lon ko akumata andu ngamo Dr. Manela le ko ibe diamol ke kan ne kacalbe ke kan ne nim parti dolu ka jibe ko ibe kafuno la nyaadi le ka je ko ka unified force lon de force me ya lon ko wala nim barobe nyobori ngokela comme December 2026 woto mbe men fola moli wala nyinti ko du kare nim momo kamfata ake ala nala kila ye Gambia jibe ye sabarota nim momo ni ku ya soto yake ala nin kila ye Gambia jibe ni momo ni tora oni tora kusoto ning flag biara diamo kono ye sabari ala nala kila e na Gambia bankoje ngaje ko na collective responsibility na collective right as Gambians will be at stake
Yeah.
Nyanda ka fero bele kata ka wo bondi wo masibo kono abe masibo men kono. Bi hanni mennu be tuwabu you feel ko be tuwabu dule. Mennu ba foka mennu be kamfani sai ba foka ko ha barobe winnale barobe winna be karte o fayla barole. Hanni ayatare de tuwabu dule fam. Men kuma yata wala mun yinti ko. Ite be tuwabu du nyawnderande ka ko dole kila dimbali ka ko dole ki terol ka ko dole kila family li. Nunto niye dola wande pound sterling no yata dulu ki aka hajja majara no sokon ini o ki abika fensi o fana mu ida fana bata dale fo ka men ki yo la fa woto abe kuma ya la bake ntol United Democratic Party dingolu ngan sabari anu alfa ende ay yamaro men di modu la bi wo mu yamaro le men kuma yata nko alinga ke lovers di alinga na ke kelelaldi alinga ke kanulaldi kana ke kelelaldi
Abaraka, Mr. Ibrahim. Thank you so much for your brilliant contribution and advice. I really appreciate it. Abaraka bake diamo ban friend. And I hope Mbebe Kara Yamaro Lamoyla Yamaro is very important. Let's forget about the past and move forward and try to build bridges, not burn the bridges. Already a lot of damage has happened, but we can reconcile. And then for the interest of the Gambia, I think we all focus, not for our own personal interest, but for the interest of Gambia. Thank you, Mr. Gassama. Abaraka bake. Thank you so much. Kekendo, you there?
Yeah, so ntena wole soto andu men fola na pati dingol fana wole nyindi ko comme na fero lu men la de la kaje ko futa moduma. You know, akana kenyin conventional form de bar ngalon bu fero dol bi ye wol be landi la wol te kajano la online platform wol.
Yeah.
Da malu kono to se wol dolu de dano le ngaje ko nga slide, you know, kofta nkana kula na system no mandalta system o men na wuro ni tanta pozo ni ndongo.
Yeah, we need to change the strategy. Yeah.
Na tolu movement in say soto no because ni tara funding ke kunda no fennel be je funding ke wol kala fi men na men sati ne ta funding ke wol support soto no.
Thank you.
Ni tara alpha kunda ko silol le be je silol men utano ka wol alpha la support soto no. Ni tara musol ya silol le be je maybe musol kala fi tanda ko solo do ngoni kirimba so we kala fi wala bari ferol fana be je kala fi men nula men se wol entice no ka samba nan kaitan di la ko nyim patio di men na ta kanyim banko bondi batako no be batal men ko.
Thank you, Kekendo. I have to. Yeah, thank you. I know you have a lot of ideas, but we are running out of time. It's already past midnight in the UK right now. Thank you so much, Kekendo. Ibrahim, if I may briefly, now I have to do time allocations because it's already the 11th of it's already 11th here, 11th of September here in the UK. So Barakabaka, thank you so much. Yeah. Allah Barakabake, Mr. Gassama, Ibrahim Ibijele, then Kasama. There's another Kasama here. Wali is here and Hairi. Maja Sanya is here. Maja, I've never seen Maja on any TikTok live, but maybe I don't know whether he came by mistake. Mr. Ibrahim, you want to say something? Okay, I think I'll drop Mr. Ibrahim. Maybe I said it by mistake. What about this other Kasama? Kasama is also here. Kasama, you're there? Okay, I will drop you as well. Some people, Ikaselele. Wali, you there? Wali, are you there? Okay. All these people probably tell them Akalamuda. Okay, let's go to Hairi. Hiri or Hairi? I don't know how you pronounce. How do you say your name? Is it Hiri or Hairi?
Hairi is fine, bro.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Good evening over there. Amazing work. I see you're working really hard and lay apart your comments and it sounds very patriotic.
Thank you.
So I would say keep that up. I follow you a lot, although sometimes we disagree.
Yeah.
But it's important to recognize where credit is due. You give credit.
Thank you.
I think that our nation is facing numerous problems. Serious problems in terms of healthcare, maternal and infant mortality and morbidity rates is still a serious problem. Our kids are struggling to access quality education. Job opportunities have been a problem. Youth are still struggling with the back, losing their lives in the desert and being enslaved in places. and hunger is still a serious problem. Hunger, can you believe it? People are very hungry. That is because we are unfortunately relying on imported food, which is also responsible for the serious non-communicable diseases that is raging our nation and further causing a serious insult in mortality rates and premature death. And obviously life expectancy is very low. So this is a serious predicament that we found ourselves in. And we ask ourselves often, how do we fix it? And, there is no doubt that the Gambia's problem can only be fixed by unity. The Gambians must unite, irrespective of who they are, irrespective of their affiliations or what they think they might identify with. And in this election, we can only win when we come together.
True.
And that should be the word on the street. Is how do we unite? How do we come together and unite and do a do-over of 2016?
May I ask, Hairi, are you part of any group at all, or are you independent?
I'm not necessarily active in any group, although I do sympathize a lot with HFR.
Oh, you are a sympathizer of Sobea.
Yeah, their agenda seems to be very much more easily understood as far as my capitalistic, the tendencies are concerned. But I've been a follower of President Darboe for so long. I've had very close family members in the UDP who have often had very, detailed conversations as to why they think he could be the right candidate for the Gambia. And, I respect the old man and his struggle. And I think if you are a Gambian, you must recognize the efforts of the likes of Mr. Darboe and, and other players in our political, scenario. So, we are Team Gambia, and I think that, looking at the numbers here, in 2016, the Gambia came out and said 886,578 people were registered to vote. However, 525,659 voted. And in 2021, 859,567 voted. I was just talking about this on another platform. That means we had 99% of people voting. But in 2016, Barrow had a little under 230,000 votes. Darboe had 11,000 more votes in 2021 than Barrow had in 2016. So, if the same number of people voted in 2016 that voted in 2021, Darboe would have won. But Barrow defeated the opposition by over 200,000 votes in 2021. Now, let's assume that over 962,000 people that are registered to vote in the Gambia are all Gambians. Let's assume that.
Yeah.
But let's assume that Barrow did won over 200,000 votes. Then we would look at the probability of one single person, one single opposition leader. Darboe is the only opposition leader who's had the highest votes as a single party. Now, let's look at that and say, is there a probability? What is the probability of one single party winning against Barrow? You must have at least 400,000 votes. Now, that probability is very low.
It's very slim. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very slim.
Yeah.
So the Gambians have to understand that if we want to get rid of the mortality rate, improve healthcare, and create jobs, and address housing and hunger, and galvanize and get our resources back into our hands, we have to unite.
Yeah.
So the only way out, I think, or at least one of the ways out, is for the opposition to unite. If I want to see Darboe towards the end of his political career, and I hope he stays here, praying for him to stay as long as he can, but in his leadership, to be exemplary, is how successful is he going to be to bring the rest,
the opposition together,
together, and lead them and tell them, hey, let's do over.
Let's have conversation.
Exactly. I wasn't here when 2016 happened. I'm not looking for anybody who looked at me would see that I'm not interested in greed for anything else. What more do I have to enjoy in this life that I haven't enjoyed?
Yeah.
But I'm here for the country.
Yeah.
So that our children's children would live in peace and harmony in a progressive nation, and we don't have to leave for abroad for greener pastures.
Yeah.
So I am hoping that will happen as he becomes the flag bearer for UDP and hopefully the presidential candidate, that he will reach out, and he has to. Sometimes, you are the big guy in the house.
Yeah.
You bring these young people, say, come on, let's come and talk.
Yeah.
He would respect his words. So I feel like Darboe is the if
Eddie, can I ask you a question? How is it? Is it? Oh, somebody's calling me. Is it coincidental? Is it by coincidence that you guys, most of the PDI supporters are now Sobea? Because most of the Sobea supporters, when you say that I was a part of PDIS, is that a coincidence or?
It's a very interesting, analysis. You can look at it and study why. Maybe the agendas are a little different, but a little same. But I think Sobea is more capitalistic, and PDI is their socialistic agenda they're very strong on that. I think people tend to relate to them as an option, but I don't necessarily think they are the same.
I have heard. I don't know whether I know you cannot authoritatively speak on behalf of Sobea because you said you're not even a member, you're a sympathizer. But I'll just ask you this question. I have heard from the grapevines that some of the Sobea people who are their mouthpiece online are propagating for a coalition between Sobea and PDIs, and they are technically excluding UDP from that sort of a union. Have you heard that been said? Is that's been floated around?
I don't think that they are ruling. From what I understand, I don't think they are ruling out UDP. I think they are looking at the possibilities. What is possible?
Okay.
They are looking at that it's highly likely that they can easily reach out to these people and bring them. They're not even sure that PDI is going to, accept any coalition with anybody.
Okay.
They have no hope. They cannot say authoritatively that they have any hope.
Yeah.
But they do, most of them do think that we need a coalition to win. And then it will be surprising and obviously exemplary.
I would ask this question, maybe it's going to annoy the Sobea folks, but I will ask it. Can you imagine of a situation where ESA could possibly lead coalition under the prevailing circumstances in Gambia right now? Is there any remote chance that ESA can lead the coalition?
With the Gambian situation, you cannot rule anything out.
No, but I'm just talking about the existing circumstances, the political, dynamics in the Gambia right now.
The political dynamics in the Gambia is crazy. I don't see anybody leading any coalition. The chances of coalition is tough. The circumstances are crazy right now. You know better. So I don't see a slim chance of anybody. But I think that if the leaders come together, if Darboe is able to bring everybody together, I mean the leaders. It's not the people who are following and speaking, but if Darboe is able to bring the leaders together, and let them know that, look, I am not here to run for multiple terms. And everybody knows how much I respect democracy.
Okay.
You know, you guys have the opportunity to lead after me. Let's come together and form a unity government to salvage our nation.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout.
I think he is the only one who can do that. I think he has the abilities to reach out to Halifa, and Halifa would listen. I think he has the abilities to speak to, because so be a leader. SFL does not respect anybody more than Darboe.
Okay. I think it's okay. I think Mr. Darboe is probably listening or will be listening, and so we will push up this agenda for him too. We have, in fact, we did it. I can say that here when we were in Gambia during January, we had a meeting in Manjai Bureau Diaspora. Those are some of the things that we urge the party leadership to reach out to the opposition, and they've heard our voices. We urge them to reach out to the other opposition so that we can have this.
If Mr. Darboe is listening, I would want to speak to him directly.
Okay.
I would say, like everybody would say, Darboe.
Yeah.
It is your son, your political son, who is leading the nation.
Yeah.
The Gambians, every Gambian, believe it or not, is your child.
Yeah.
And your leadership is needed to salvage our nation. The
True.
youths don't want to continue to go backward.
True.
We want to live in a nation where we can be able to afford housing, where we can have food to eat, where we can own our resources. We want to come back home, Mr. Darboe. We want to see you lead a united front.
Yeah.
Bring the people together, lead a coalition. Everybody wants the Gambia to go forward.
Yeah.
And I believe if you do that, Mr. Darboe, we will all support the movement and we will come behind you and we will win in 2026.
Thank you. I don't think Daddy L is this is not comforting to his liking. You call him for a united front against NPP. But thank you so much, Harry. It's great to have you. I have a lady on the line from the US.
Thank you.
I think she would like to say something. Thank you. Okay. Caller from the US. Oh, Fasa hoy benyadi. Alhamdulillah, kotonate.
Tanate couple time ne call ni line o tolano. Bangalu man yeno no badolo sute man sute.
Yeah, no so na nyi fu no fon ga fay la itra la rin la do so jana. So maybe.
Ikara fay ko ni fu no important to bol kan ni call. Na madamo be ngadi patana tam.
Alhamdulillah fine. Nancy benyade na political friend. Ngalon bi abe celebration on la ko. Abe celebration on la bi.
They were man contact because yela Republican dole fa. Or young man o men ta university to aka Trump support ngamela be university dole to. Yana Utah abe speak di kanje yasu.
Oh gosh.
One of the mole me millions of followers babule.
Oh.
He makes millions every month. So they're saying is one of the this is the one way mobile touch.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad, yeah.
Fokaila matoto babaro. Nagara ba wura ka wala sa biwo kan. Anya tengin dollar
IFA world. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Charlie Clark. Okay. Charlie Clark.
It was very sad. It's a young man. Very, very brave. Level-minded, yeah. So Conte yagele kabrenyo ko be kata mantara diamo kam mantara siaro keka. Why? Because sometimes yalo mo position do begin ni asota do ata nyawo nyama lan nolem. You cannot just throw yourself out there.
Exactly.
Amante control be nga ntonte teka fani afromo. Nteka go mo le nako. Ntela position oni ado ata siata amade na prunga side bari I'm very, very clear for that kaita diko. I'm Useno Darboe Mukoma. Why? Because they are a party leader to call it. So unless and until UDP modota, then the Bulano Mari Fana Noman. Mukawolefo. Yalong se Hunata and Bacon Hakilo Tambin the Domonding, Mr. Otekela. Hadaba not be a kakao yawality. modol bige wolu kala fi chocho wala bari yalo lumbe sira mo jama be mo jimela bente fo momorondi inila ifansuela mindment ala yadila inyanta la sonta e kar reason janning ibe itabe sawuna doron fonyo tita dawda yebulano it's not correct hani momorondi yalo ko kamno men fo be saito momo ne me muto nyata mo be yalo ne ni ele ni la kula boto ye no men de kafolo ko am I doing too much? Am I being too much? Am I kefangin ka wala?
Yeah.
Yalo se unte nta ka folo kunte dingol lebe mulbe kuruka. Nta ti tam fan sambala so sambila ni molbe nyon na nta to kel.
Amana fa so.
Hani mo yake. Nta te jabila. Molbe gele nte te jabila bala ti kalanta.
Tonya.
Parce mo imanya na ekutu fan.
Enya de for respect la le fam.
Amande te aha. So nte I have a conversation with one of the leaders. Me alanka manjara nga ko denungola malti kodi so sedili on the real world ni agibe these are very young men and women they are growing up itolute ni ale so sima yala so sedente ko en ko ni ngado man ma fonali UDP government lota for the longest time UDP Gambia lead la mel mo anta UDP yola long wala tina ye party o ko amanje ko UDP mo party ko amanje ko manta do ko no wonte the only party Gambia be alon ko ke bulo la poso ponele kada party o support UDP la mo party me alon ko to lel puté to lel nente to lel senata you name fo fe na dibita yake ni nella ngabe to ngenta ku do la nyaso tan nim manke katalan ko men fo kelende kan kodi
Tonya.
Ndaka bo mole no ko nyi nga fo mole na ka ko nyi ke barol hani sita masa ko na se ne sangu dulu keje omu harga wolti
yeah
ibe bola kele tumale to lage fo ndike wolta ba bari yalla se o ndaka fo ko mo moro ndi nyantale kele ni la jege na yo kakacha ni mo do le ka fo gebe bore kabule normal
baro
no ne mo gebe ka fo be bore ke bore le it's not right.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They work so hard for this party. Puro beta in vain. With a blink of eye.
But yeah, I'm saying alhamdulillah about India ban anyata banale sign, right?
Yes, of course. Because you know what? Having the leadership, they are going for reconcile and not reconcile. But some people, they don't want to hear this. So, nim Gambia koleata. It is say ute ba ma be do moro kala kodi. Ila so ko be do moro kala. Pati be jamo no men ko no mo fo de ala mo be lezita. Wala fota.
Tonya.
But ma be men ko ne ga. Mo man ke foaro te gade. Men lezita wala foaro diko yemo mo de ga pu. Na fo ba men na banko kuliate tu. O mari na masino so to de mari.
Tonya. Daddy El Mine Yale Yam, fat sour operator, I'll come to you.
What again, then folk are calling another kiloti. Don't make the diaspora for the longest I book of 4K, no more Torah until I'm to get a cooling ass. May I local can't let a carrot, they are all unnecessary.
But first, our many question on the wrap up. Do you think coalition of the Sotolale?
Well, it should. But I'm talking to one of the maybe our father party or so. But Romari Konyelo, I meant for you. A Konyelo Konyeko UDP lead coalition to Sona. I want the moment in Bina. But this is serious, I'm telling you. I want the moment in Bina, you have to resign from your party, be independent. So be the case, they don't believe in the big like but in Nimpatiba, so steadily, must stop like a but told me to Abdul. You cannot, but you may they have over 200,000 votes. They will cover UDP. So said, do you know that UDP make more votes in 2021 than the entire coalition? ni bemo sotono so ne ko mari na go mari ala patio samanan itima 100.5 soto ne ko mari ko ni tanya ta so se wala problem oti we have to be honest to ourselves when you treat with respect men siate ti bulano men se bo watte ti patio do you make the more you bring on the table itali ngata lead lo kodi ba ne ma so wala hey anu be ngata nde kata lotan kiloto nde la mol kata marsato kiloto nde nga batage wasala
Fatsa drama Maja ibi jeleba Maja has come up again on TikTok. Maybe Mama
politiko bo de nyama politiko nimma ka o man siaja buka dia
so Mulala general reaction NPP towards the
I didn't know for to lokulo du kara nyininga
but ngala mola reaction also tol de yakinyana so
yeah no but yalo they had some of the NPP platform let us not be naive. Let us not sit and feel we are comfortable because the dynamic have changed. And then we can see in government most of the time when things are tough, that's where the mansayal of Fenkokaji, because being is so big. The number of people that voted for us, we probably would see 20% of those are very unsatisfied. And that's a challenge for us.
Yeah.
And this is the time we have to reach out to those people. Because don't be they've already made their mind up. It didn't work for us.
Yeah.
And they felt disappointed. They felt we've let them down.
Yeah.
But how do you gain those people again?
Yeah.
I think the younger people, the way of their politics is very different.
So you comfortable? Are you confident that NPP will win in 2026?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. Because
even though the stakes are pretty much against you, the economy is in a mess.
Against it. I'm not saying we probably would get the percentage that we have, but I still believe we have not got to that point where we will lose that much vote to make us lose the election.
Okay.
Opposition will do okay follow. I'll more follow.
No. Allah Mol, they are banking on this division within the ranks of the opposition as Trump for Adama Barrow, so this guy to win Adama Barrow, but they are also scared of a united coalition against.
But any sitting government, with the right mind, will be scared if the whole nation want to be together to go against you.
You must be naive. Yeah.
Exactly. And then we will lose some votes.
Yeah.
And we will gain some votes.
Yeah.
But whether it will be enough to make us lose an election, I'm not convinced yet. Because I still believe that opposition of your language is very, very different. There's a big gap among the oppositions. So that unity that you call it, possibly as a kernel.
Yeah.
Because in Feudole can more in that you compromise certain things for certain things. What I think that ning more buffalo opposition or what ahead. Political. Because there is no consistency permanent no matter what, I'm not gonna change that.
Yeah.
Political. Because even in for a time moment, the circumstance or the time of buffalo will be very different to what make you change your mind.
True.
But more because for him.
True. You're right.
More for like what I'm not bring eko baroko 3 years or 5 years ko na political sila alin tulubula baroko for 3 years what me na the state house the state house I go 5 years. Right, you know. But all jokes aside, now we need a lot of sensitization towards the younger generation because some of those political canal, especially on the social media. TikTok with it, because now this is the first time that TikTok has been very active when it comes to the politics.
Yeah, this is the first time. I'm not in 2021. Yeah.
And these are not good examples in me alone. And encourage back.
Yeah.
That's across the board. Because Gambia, no matter where you belong, we cannot be enemies.
Yeah. Politics should not divide us. No.
It should not.
Yeah.
You know,
imagine the NPP, but you're on a UDP platform.
Okay.
But you're at a platform title.
No, UDP, I knew Manchester UDP. You remember Manchester?
Congress.
Na boy dole somebody ntangan we free la mfura da bundade ko 25
konga hanin dol fonga jole even on the gala on the 18th.
Yeah, I probably boy I think I come for line for nka ko but this time in that iba jole nyene and front seat besila
£45 you say ticket was on say
contribute all party to I go against me. I cannot do that.
Okay, Abaraka Daddy L, I'm going to wrap up the show now.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope that the real politics begins. And let us talk about ideas. Let us challenge others how we can make Gambia better.
Okay, Abaraka Daddy L. Thank you so much, Daddy L. Thank you for coming here on Bantaba.
Thank you.
Abaraka, thank you. Good night. Yeah, I don't tell him Makalamuda, I'm betting agent. Nakeba Sabari phone, you're not fan Dundala Makalamuda, I think. Keba fan Dundala Makalamuda. Yeah, but then agenda because coming to wrap up the show sign. I'll have back a show put back in the jam. It's 22 minutes to 1 and some more quality time is on a Thursday. So I'll have thank you for the show. This is the beauty of political manyo fenke by the NPP in Kona Rajang at the Amda. Sobe and Kona Raja Diamda and the new UDP platform. The political can alna demand. Sometimes we can have bitter arguments, but nothing should lead us to go from you. Let's take our politics easy. Nimbeba Banale. Simaya 26 will come and pass. 2021 came and passed. 2026 from the Tambila Sima Mabeolom. What is gonna be is gonna be. Ndola movementi from Barobondiji. UDP Mazakunda CG or whatever coalition government led by UDP, but whatever is for the betterment of Gambia. But I will keep advising our UDP folks. Maybe they will be bored of hearing my advice, but I will do this because I think this is going to help us to try to maybe rectify the reputational damage that I mentioned online for the past couple of weeks, damaging seriously, will have consequences, serious impact on us, whether we like it or not. So the way to do is for us to mellow down, allow the temperature to cool down a bit, and jarinteya buka karri di mola, jarinteya manke kele wuloti, nimu karte waleti, karte wuka nini doman nila. Mantra battlefield kono ke ya katambi woto ke ya political kono woke fondi molela ni alanda tamboke ye diambake yes, Naje Dolafla is not easy to repair, but it's not irreparable. Okay. We can do it. It's just how we navigate around things. And inshallah, Holy Betel, Allah Baraka, Allah Masuda Keresiala, Allah Baraka.